All right, everybody.
Hold on,
Looks like
Amanda
we're
wants
good
to be
to
in the
go.
call.
Looks like we're all good to go here. We'll get some final preparations done for our Pokemon Sun and Moon live stream / discussion video. Just to give you guys an idea where we all stand in our main files, because this is a raw file I'm playing for this live stream. I am currently in the middle of the third island. I will leave it at that.
Yo.
Hey, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Amanda, how far are you in Sun and Moon?
I just got to the third
I'm
island. So.
technically would be about to try the third trial.
Okay.
Oh, you're about. Wait, the third is that the third trial?
says...
That's the fire one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're right about where I am, actually, almost exactly, because I'm running in the grass outside of the fire trial right now to see what's in there. So
yeah, I'm grinding the hell because this game has been kicking my ass.
I haven't been having too much problem, but my Pokemon have.
It's nice to have actual bossmon.
Yeah, the totem Pokemon are haven't been keeping me on edge.
Yeah. So
I think,
you're making me work for my victories for once.
I know.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think the one that I thought was really cool in the cutscene was what was it, Wishy Washy?
Oh,
Yeah.
Wishy Washy is adorable. I would be using him if I wasn't already running Poplio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. There's a lot of Pokemon that I wish I would be running because
Yeah.
there's a great selection in this game. The problem is that, it's either Pokemon that I've run too many times before. Like, for example, I've got a Roggenrola who's filling space in my party right now. I run him every time I play Gen 5, so I'm not going to use him for my final team.
Yeah.
My Snorlax is pretty much kicking ass.
Oh, yeah, you can get that from the thing. I completely forgot. Okay, I'm going to need to...
And just a forewarning, folks. I mean, this is we're discussing what we think of Sun and Moon so far. We'll try to keep spoilers to a minimum.
Yeah.
I could spoil the hell out of this game.
Yeah. It's like Mr. Game Explain is here to ruin our good night.
Who?
Mr. Game Explain.
Derek.
Oh, hi, Mr. Game Explain.
Yeah.
I was just listening to you
meeting
guys. Hey, nice meeting you too, Amanda.
Yeah,
but...
so
Thank you.
I don't think any of us aside from Derek are endgame though, so I don't think that we will be able to.
Oh, I won't be giving any spoilers or anything like that.
Yeah, so be responsible in the chat, I guess is just the best.
Yeah, I almost spoiled on Twitter, and I was like, wait, stop, and I stopped myself. I'm like, okay, good.
Nobody must know that Dumbledore dies.
Damn it, John.
Sorry. Okay, folks, as we're getting ready to start here, I do have an announcement to make, because I kind of decided this at the last minute. It's probably going to backfire horribly, but there will be a giveaway at the end of the live stream. I don't know when we're going to end it, but there will be a giveaway at the end of it. One lucky winner will get a digital copy of Sun and Moon, and it will be digital. Can't opt for physical. Digital. So how will you get it? Well, it will involve a Twitter account, and it will involve this hashtag. So, remind yourself of this hashtag. Look at the hashtag.
Burn it into your memory.
Feel the hashtag.
What's the hashtag?
Got it memorized?
Got it memorized? Hashtag BS giveaway.
Oh, BS giveaway. I'm sorry, it took me a minute.
Yeah.
It took me a minute.
So, at the end of the stream, we will pick one lucky winner using this hashtag on their Twitter account. And you can get your own digital copy of Sun or Moon. You can tell me which one version you want when I pick you.
Ultimately, doesn't make too much a difference. In
Really
game,
doesn't.
Honestly.
Do you like the night or do you like the day?
Praise the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started with Sun because I want my Vulpix.
I'm not sure there's even too many game exclusive Pokemon in this one.
No, not really. It
seems to only be a handful.
It's like 3 or 4 at most.
Well, the only one I know.
I never found myself wanting for Pokemon, although I was bummed to see that Vulpix and Sandshrew were separated.
Yeah, so since I'm playing Moon, instead of getting the really pretty and cool Alolan Vulpix, I get Sandshrew, who looks like his mom thought he would be too cold if he went outside. So
looks like an igloo.
So he's a dork, and that's perfect for you. There you go.
I have to say, the expressions the trainers make when they lose fights are priceless.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah.
I think my favorite one is Team Skull.
Team Skull is just amazing, but I'm sure we'll be running into them in the live stream itself.
Team Skull.
You're not a fan, John?
Well, Team Skull.
Team Skull. Our enemy is 90s white rap culture.
I know. But the point is that Yeah, but that's the joke is that nobody takes them seriously, and I love it.
It's like Nintendo board of directors is like, does anyone remember that hashtag Wigger Wednesday incident? We can do something with that. Just
Hey, everyone remember Team Rocket? Let's make them even more ridiculous.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I just like their yo with the movements and everything.
I love the battle theme's only okay, but I love their encounter theme. Whoa, Team Skull.
Yeah.
Much better than Dennis.
Well, that's amazing for other reasons. So.
Rock Ruff.
I like this one comment by Fish Sticks because acting black is edgy.
Oh, have you run into?
They are not acting black. Let's get that out of the way right now.
I thought they meant black as in the color.
Oh, okay.
Mandy, you
I'm
ran
pretty
into
sure that's not what they meant, though.
yeah.
Amanda, you ran into Edgy the Hedgy, right?
Edgy the hit.
The guy with Titanol.
The what?
The guy
Okay.
with Titanol.
Oh no!
So,
yeah, him.
So
him,
last
yes, I have.
time when we did the X and Y stream, I named my character in honor of blaxploitation films in the '70s, Black Doom.
Oh dear.
We haven't seen him since.
So is he coming back?
But I don't know. Should I bring back Black Doom?
Oh god.
Oh dear.
That just sounds.
I can't do the voice.
Okay, you know what? I'll go the opposite.
Oh, we're gonna be a white boy then.
I'm gonna be Vanilla Ice.
They're
Oh,
confused,
All right.
white boy. Oh my god, come on. Enough with the calling for help.
It's great if you want to grind, but it's terrible if you're trying to catch something.
No, more like grinding unless you're mid-health and then they kick your ass and it's like, no, please. Mercy.
I had a series of Magbies that went for, oh god, I want to say, I must have gone through 8 of them. Trying to just catch one because they just kept calling for help, and it was they were seriously starting to wear down my team.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of suggestions in the chat. I do like White Hope, but I already
I
got
get it.
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Doom.
Oh, you got a little Lin Raichu down there. That's cute. I'm gonna need to put on some tunes.
I love it, Raichu.
Yeah.
I was so
I'm
tempted to have a Alolan Raichu in my team, but I'm like, I love Vikavolt too much.
I would.
what's
I would.
Vikavolt?
I'm tempted for Vikavolt, if only because of the Gradius reference.
Mm.
Which one's Vikavolt?
Grubbin's
Electric-
Final
Electric
Evolution.
Which one's Final Evolution?
Grubbin.
Oh,
Grubbin.
Grubbin. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. That was in trailers.
Yeah. I'm not going to say any Pokemon that was not introduced in trailers unless you guys do.
I try my best to keep up with all the trailers, but not all of them.
How about that Mewtwo? Am I right? I mean, am I
What
right?
Oh.
I'm kidding.
He's
See,
playing.
now you're gonna.
I'm next to Pika Blue.
So have you played this at all, Johnny? Or is this your first time?
This is this file that I'm loading up here is my alternate on my Capture 3DS. Like I'm mainly playing Moon on my new 3DS, and I'm halfway through the third island right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way,
will say.
someone pick up that phone because I fucking called it.
What?
Everybody called it.
Yeah, I think everybody called it because I don't think it's very well. Without spoiling anything, you just got to keep playing the
just
game.
look at this scene, and there you go.
Hide it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm still trying my best. I mean, I have my suspicions, but I'm keeping it to myself.
I will say, Lily is by far my favorite character in this.
Yeah.
I was shocked about
Lily's pretty good. I do like all of the trial captains I've met so far because they have far more personality than most of the other gym leaders in the game. It's something that I really liked about Gen 5 that they're kind of continuing in that the gym leaders do stuff, so you remember who they are after their fight. Whereas for gens like Gen 4, Gen 6, and I don't remember any of their names afterwards. So
Well, to be fair with me, I was never good at names in general, so I don't
know their types or their like anything about them pretty much No, I remember Gen 3's characters a little bit more, but I played a lot of Gen 3 when that first came out.
I'm only good at remembering faces. The only way I would remember someone's name is I said it to myself a lot or wrote it down. Like I say it over and over and over.
Some people are asking in the chat, why are we labeling this as Pokemon trading card game?
I don't know.
There's no option for Sun and Moon on Twitch, and you have to put in something. So I figured
Really?
it was fun. I figured
That's
it was funny. Yeah.
So how about Elliot the Linton?
Well, I guess that is the which starters did you guys pick? I know Ted picked Poplio.
I picked Linton.
I'm Team Linton.
I
And
did
I
all
ended up-
three, but I used
Oh,
all three, but I
aren't
got
you
Geno.
hot shit?
No,
What?
tradition me and my friends have done since the first game.
Yeah.
What?
It takes forever to get to that point though, because I did it so I can show off the Z moves for the final evolutions of those for that compilation video, and just I was like, oh god, it takes so long to get to this Pokemon Center, and I'm skipping as fast as possible.
No, can I just say I just love all the little angry faces when you do the Z move.
Which Z move?
Doesn't matter because right before you do the Z move, they you see the Pokemon and it had like a little angry face.
Well, more like they're eager to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, Magnemite cracked me up because it's like it has like a little slash on its little line, like curve line on its little one eye, like it's adorable.
If they wanted to have a true Kanto callback or just like the anime callback, this should have been a Pidgey clock, not a Pikachu clock.
I like
He's already
Meowth.
everywhere. I dig the Ditto beanbag chair though.
Yeah, it is
I like.
nice.
To be honest, I was expecting it to kind of happen like X and Y, where Meowth kind of attacks us to wake up.
Yeah, they do that with. I don't remember the Pokemon, but
It was Fletchling where it just tackled us.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, but it was like with Meowth, it's like, oh god, cat scratches. No.
Okay.
No, I mean, I said this in my review, but I was shocked how much I knew I was excited for this game, but I was shocked how much I ended up truly loving it. And this is probably my new favorite gen.
Mom, you're rocking a sweet tan, yet I am not.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring that up. But
Oh, by the way, your mom has her own room in this game.
Oh man.
wait, she technically did have her own room in the last ones.
I
Yeah,
think
but
she might have. Yeah.
It's been 15 years where your mom was forced to sleep on the couch.
Or the kitchen.
Or the kitchen.
Yeah.
But
I just like she actually has a personality.
So how do you
Oh, yeah,
how do you
that-
pronounce the professor's name? Do you say Kukui?
Cuckoo-
I say
I say
I say
it's-
Kukui.
It's Kukui because that's what I've been correct. As soon as I first said it, I had Hawaiians actually come up to me and say it's Kukui.
Kukui. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, yeah.
Then they fly away back to Hawaii. It's like, wow,
Well,
I didn't know they could do that.
Why are you in my house?
Do you just go into everyone's house at random? Oh, so that's
No,
what that
not
feels
real.
like.
No, Ryan, what are you talking about? You have to use A to get in the house now.
Yeah, it's true.
That,
Hey, by
that
the way,
is
Kukui's
weird.
a rude little shit. He keeps barging into the house without not even knocking the door.
Yeah. And then, which I admit, I missed walking in the doors along with just using select for key items and to switch our Pokemon. But no. Can't do that anymore.
No. Well, this game realizes that it has all 4 buttons, and you should use them. I like that.
It's like, stop being lazy and use the other buttons.
I don't like the default shirt though.
Yeah. So far, I'm not really impressed by some of the
Sailor
clothes.
shirt.
I'm sure that by the end of the game, the selection's gonna get massive.
Along with
Especially,
prices.
yeah, as well as the prices. You're right, but you're lucky because when you pick the female character, you get way more clothes to choose than the male character.
Well, that's always the case.
It's a girl thing.
I
my
will
God.
say, at a certain point in this game, you never have to worry about money again.
Really?
That's good
That's
to
good
hear.
to hear.
Yeah, because you
I'm
hit the
looking forward to
lottery.
that.
I mean,
It's like your mom hits the lottery and
not quite.
Yeah,
So
I
Oh.
don't.
Beat the game already?
Well,
Yeah,
Derek
I
had
had
a
a
review copy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry, I
Yeah,
don't
he's from
follow you.
Mr. Game. That's why he's Mr. Game Explained. He has to explain the game.
Okay,
yeah,
duh, okay.
I've clocked 72 hours so far. I'm currently working on a TM guide. I found all of them. It's just like saying, "Hey, go here to get this. Hey, go here to get that," and getting all the specific footage out. So I'm up to TM 55. Only 45 more to
Did you
go.
record your entire playthrough?
Yes.
Oh man,
You
that's
kind of
gotta-
have
that's gotta-
to.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, that's just gotta kill your hard drive.
Oh, it totally does. Let me go through here real quick and see.
Killing the 3DS, because like I remember I just had it recharged, and then when I clicked out, there were like 2 bars down. I was like, holy shit!
When you're recording, it's never not plugged in because you're not gonna be sitting comfortably anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know, might as
I
well-
know.
You gave up that
Not-
freedom the moment you took this job.
Not related, but that just reminded me of how pissed off I was when my FNAF SL did not get recorded. I was so mad.
So I've basically recorded everything unless I was specifically grinding, or anything like that. So I've recorded around about 60 hours of gameplay out of my 72-hour playthrough so far.
Yeah.
And
sounds right.
I would say,
Sorry, I just I'm a little
The guy
distracted.
a random hiker just took a selfie in the middle of the trial.
Really? Oh, in your game. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be said that
you're
Ted's
Yeah.
playing his game while I'm playing this
I'm
I'm
playing
live
mine.
stream, so.
you're a key of Ace trial.
Yeah, and then he's so shocked that you notice that there was a random dude taking. Oh, and now I have to fight him. Okay.
No, I know. I love that. It's they add so much more personality to the challenges.
Yeah. This
trials.
comment just reminded me of something. I had a total brain fart moment where when I started up the game, I was like, oh wow, full-fledged 3D model, and I'm like, wait, I played the demo. Amanda, you stupid. They already showed that. Why are you so like blown away now?
Dragon Pit is like, hooray for full-size character models, and just kind of goes into what Ryu Spark is saying in the chat, Sun and Moon disables 3D. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a reason.
Yeah.
It kills. It kills.
This game kills.
The game can barely run as it is.
The game
Especially
is
Totem
definitely
Pokemon.
struggling when it comes to the 3DS.
Even on new 3DS, it will chug on double
if
battles.
there's more than 2 Pokemon on the field.
Mhm.
And how about that Totem Pokemon? That too.
Well, yeah, because it's so graphically intensive.
Yeah.
Identify yourself, whoever came inside.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh.
Who came in?
It's me.
It's
Catherine.
Q.
Hey, it's
Hey,
DDP.
Freddy?
No.
Freddy?
No.
Hey, Catherine,
Sorry.
how's it going?
Oh, hi, Catherine.
It's going alright. I don't have the game, so I'm just gonna be like watching.
And Catherine mysteriously wins the giveaway.
Nepotism, what's that?
Yeah, okay, if you're just tuning in, folks, just a quick little reminder, because I noticed the view count has slightly gone up since we started.
Oh,
There will
John,
be
you could put the hashtag underneath the video. So people
Yeah,
remember.
you're right about that. I can totally do that. Hindsight is 2020 after all. At the end of this, folks, we will be giving away to one lucky winner a digital copy of Sun or Moon for your 3DS. And it is digital copy. Do not try and bargain with me a physical copy because I am not paying for shipping.
Don't get me. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It will require
To
a
mention,
Twitter
we don't
account.
want you knowing what our address is.
Yeah, so not to mention
Well,
it will
duh.
require a Twitter account using the hashtag BSGiveaway. At the end of the stream, we will choose one lucky winner, and you can choose whether or not you win a digital copy of Sun or Moon. Or
And
Moon.
when you And when you eventually realize that we're not giving away shit, you'll realize why we called it the BS.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't find like a total of it, how much space it's used up for my thing, but
It's got to be hundreds of gigs at this point.
oh, easily, because most of my files are an hour long and they range basically from 20 gigs to 27 gigs.
Are you
and I
recording
have-
straight from the 3DS's capture software?
Yes.
If you record through Twitch, you
I-
save a lot of space.
I know, but I also can't manipulate it as much as I want to.
Okay.
And I wanna be able to I want to be able to manipulate the footage for, like, sometimes I want to show just the top, sometimes I want to show both, sometimes I want to move it around a bit, and if I do that in the other recording programs, I lose that ability. So it's sort of one of those things where you just got to suck it up.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta deal with it. Never forget Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain's raw footage archive.
Right.
So-
I will say,
Back.
well, you guys have all heard the rumor about,
Stars.
Complete.
yeah.
Pokemon
Oh,
Nemesis
stars.
Edition?
Yeah.
Stars!
Wait,
Pokemon.
what's the rumor?
I am excited for that, if only because that means I finally get to have a comfy chair and don't need to worry about 3DS recording.
So there's a
Someone tell me the
rumor.
rumor.
Bring it
There's a
on.
rumor that there's going to be the third version, which is called Pokemon Stars, and it will be on the Switch.
The Switch.
Oh.
Which honestly makes a lot of sense to me.
It does.
Would it be backwards? Would it be like Crystal? Like, because with Crystal, it was you could
Well,
play it.
Well, I imagine you could use Pokemon Bank on the Switch if that's the case.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember with Crystal, whether Crystal was Game Boy Color only.
Yes,
or
It was Game Boy Color only, but you
Okay.
can still trade and battle with people with Gold and Silver.
Okay, because Gold and Silver were compatible with Game Boy.
Yeah, but
I
you
might be
didn't
remembering it wrong.
You didn't. It didn't need to, but it would play in full color on Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
There were a few games like that. The way you can tell is if you've got a Game Boy Color game and it can only be played on Game Boy Color, the cartridge is usually that transparent plastic and it's got a little bump on the.
Yeah,
on
they were
the
shaped
top.
differently.
And it'll say Game Boy Color on it. And if you were playing it on a standard Game Boy, if the game was could be played on a standard Game Boy, it kind of had like a flat, slightly inward curve at the top where it would just say Game Boy.
Yeah, it just looks like
So-
a regular
I
Game
know
Boy
what you're talking
cartridge.
about.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry for being out of the loop, but what's this Switch?
The Nintendo Switch, the NX.
I didn't keep up at all with E3. In fact, I forgot about it.
No, it wasn't. E3, you're adorable.
No, they showed it a few weeks ago.
Oh.
Just search the Nintendo Switch on YouTube and you'll see it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, you got toxic, you jerk.
Oh shit,
Wow.
got anime callback. Cute Pokemon getting devoured by Spearow.
Well, Spearow is sort of like the designated assholes of Pokemon, apparently.
I'm behind, so I'm a little behind because the Twitch never likes to keep up. But yeah,
Be fresh and you should catch up a little bit.
I tried. I tried
Amanda,
that.
Twitch built in a 30-second delay, so no matter what, you'll be 30 seconds behind.
Yeah,
Unless
I hate that.
John's not sharing his screen, I'm guessing.
No, I'm not. Save on bitrate.
Oh, yeah, totally understandable.
I mean, most of us have played it, so it's not
Nebby.
really necessary.
Yeah.
I love Nebby.
I'm coming, whoever you are.
Nebby's awesome. I love Nebby.
Radix engine. Oh, hey, a girl in trouble. Who are you? Because that is one of your dialogue options. Who are you? And
Who are you?
you look like
I love how
an
you can be a
Elvis.
total jerk
Yeah.
to the team skull people too.
I
totally
yeah.
like, who are you again?
Yeah.
I don't remember you.
Yeah, really. It's like, no, I even loved who is that one character? Like, you know, when you first completed the trial and they're right there and it's like, so you completed this. And they're like, whoa, what the hell? I love it.
Chaos Knight 573 is asking, how are we enjoying the
Oh
game
my god,
so far?
I'm so slow. I did just notice the callback. Wow, Amanda, how are you that slow?
Well, what do you think of the game so far?
I love it.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's a pretty solid generation. Again, I'm only halfway through the third island. Only halfway. I'm 18 hours into the game.
Only 18 hours?
Yeah, only
Oh, my
18
level.
hours. Yeah.
I love that I know
Hey,
that
come
it's
back
not-
next time you decide to play Final Fantasy 14, alright? I got fucking
Yeah,
900
that's
hours
true.
into the
Jeez.
game.
Derek, how long did it take you to get to the credits?
Keep in mind that I was taking, I would stop my gameplay in order to write down everything I found since I was preparing for guides. So I'm not sure how entirely accurate this is, but about 45 hours.
Okay, that's
Damn.
pretty standard. Pokemon's not terribly long for the main story, so
Mhm.
that sounds about
And
right.
Feels long.
And I also have this thing where I unless I'm grinding, I do not use the EXP share.
Oh,
it just-
okay.
So it might even be shorter for you guys if you do.
I've
that
been
kind of
I've been keeping it on because when I played X and Y, I turned it off and it wasn't fun. So I turned
Yeah,
it- I
you
left-
all that. So let me get this straight. You played the game with the experience share off.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it because I feel like I've never
I
used
do that at certain points when I'm trying to make a Pokemon catch up.
No,
Yeah.
to me,
My-
it's just a
my
good way of
biggest-
keeping my team balanced.
See,
Yeah.
my biggest issue is when I was using it at X and Y, I felt like I wasn't using half my team.
I understand that completely because it is it does make the game very, very easy for the most part. That's why most Nuzlocke have you turn the EXP share off. So
I'm sorry for. Sorry.
I will say I haven't watched I'm sure there's Nuzlocke popping up for this thing all over
They need
the
to
place.
wait.
Oh, the totem
sorry.
Pokemon are gonna kill them.
Oh, this is going to be
Yeah.
probably one of the hardest ones to actually complete with the Nuzlocke
Sure,
because there is some really tough parts.
I would say it's probably
you
going to be one of the more
wishy-washy.
interesting ones to play, though, because there's a lot of Pokemon that you could possibly get.
Mhm.
Also,
Yeah.
my Combee evolved into a Ribombee. Not my
Yay.
Combee, my Cutie Fly.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to need to bench it soon because I wanted to get the evolve form, but my Primarina is gonna be a fairy type, so I'm probably gonna bench it.
It's going to be a pretty devastating fairy type too. I love my Primarina.
Just quick question.
Marina.
Pokemon in your team getting boosted experience, is that tied to its affection value?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. Okay, so just like every time I see a Pokemon get a boosted experience, like I didn't get this from a trade, I caught it.
No,
No,
it's,
yeah,
it's,
no,
it's an
that's-
affection thing.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, that's
Once
good.
you reach affection level 2, it'll start
Yeah.
getting boosted experience. I
Okay.
don't know what the bonuses are from that point on, though.
Okay, I'm glad that I saw this in the chat. Bastion88, Totem 4, Nuzlocke Killer. Totally agree. That's the Totem 4
Totem
is the one
4
that,
is the grass one.
yes, that is the one
Yeah,
that
that was a tough one.
I mean, I don't think my team makeup wasn't the best for it, but that thing still, like, the allies they call in will kick your ass. Like, they are so in sync with each other that it gets really tough.
I'm actually.
And that's why I'm
I'm grateful.
grinding
I
as shit.
I one-shotted it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm Team Litton. God damn
Well,
it.
yeah, the Linton thing helped out
Like,
a lot.
what do you guys think of Z moves? Like,
They're
I
cool.
don't use them that much because I
I
don't
don't
have a
use
lot
them
of
that-
good ones.
I don't use them that much, but I do like them. It's kind of a quick way to finish things when you know you're going to
Yeah,
win
it is
regardless.
cool. It is cool.
I think they bring a nice balance to it. It's not like, at least you can use whatever you want. You're not limited to certain Pokemon like Mega Evolution. The problem is there needs to be something in third version or whenever they do this that like
the animations.
exactly get the animations at least shortened, maybe in a way like
without outright turning them off in the options menu, you mean?
yeah, exactly. Like do something like Final Fantasy IX where sometimes they're just shortened versions.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig Z moves. They're a good way of if you know your type is good against this other type, it's just a way to wrap it up quickly. And honestly, long animation or not, it does feel good to, connect with it. Because nothing's more disappointing than using a Z move than finding out the Pokemon is strong against it. It's like, oh shit, I fucked up.
I also like the desperation ones where you're down to your like last few Pokemon and you're like, oh god, I need to like kill this thing and please be enough power to actually finish it off.
Please, please.
'Cause
Okay.
I will say I was quite underleveled for the final boss, and I
Oh dear.
I had to use my items quite a bit. I made it, but
Okay,
rough.
here's the thing. My moon file, I'm Team Layton all the way. Hashtag Team
Okay.
Layton. Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag it says hashtag Poplio in the Twitch chat.
You're right.
Yeah.
In the Twitch.
Which
title.
means I should choose Layton again.
Don't be that guy.
you gotta.
I'll let chat decide. Whatever I see the most of.
Here's a fun. I know I just said it earlier, but I'm just gonna for a little funny story. When I came home and I played and I loaded up Pokemon Sun and I came to the starters, I decided to go with Litten, but I couldn't come up with a name. And then out of nowhere, Elliot popped up in my head. So I decided to name it after your brother. And Elliot went, why? And I went, because it was late. Why? Because Elliot the Litten had a nice ring to it. Why? And I'm like, this is for FNAF SL, okay?
Okay, this is a bad idea.
yeah, because
I
you
was
never
wondering
get it.
about
Because
that,
it
John.
was 33% every single fucking one of them. Ah!
That's the strength of these designs, though, is that everybody has a favorite.
Yeah.
No one is really
Credit to
overpowering
Gen
the
7.
Okay, hold on. I've got an idea.
Someone
Okay, John.
with Elliot.
John, I've got an idea. Pick a number between 1 and 9.
C.
Why?
Okay, pick Rowlet.
Alright, we're going Rowlet.
Hey, Rowlet.
But I'm keeping Team Poplio in the Twitch title.
Yeah, we're just
Because-
for a double amount of fuckery to the audience. It's like,
dead.
well, first off, we're playing the trading card game, and we picked
Yeah, I was wondering
Rowlet.
about that.
I
Which
saw.
wouldn't let us.
You sure?
Are
Ted?
you
'Cause
sure?
I saw,
Because
I saw
I'm.
somebody in the chat say that you could.
Hold on, I'll check again. Pokemon. Okay, so it shows Pokemon Trading Card Game, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Trading Card Game
Did you
online.
try typing in Sun and Moon?
Yeah, I did, and there's no option for it. You can play Pokemon Dash, you can play Pokemon Dream Radar, you can play Pokemon Box, you can play Pokemon X and Y. I'm scrolling through the entire list,
You should
and
play
there's...
Pokemon Box.
Now we're playing Pokemon Zany cards. I don't even know what it is, but that's what we're playing.
AP Grimace.
What? No, hey you Pikachu?
No, I would have to type in "Hey You Pikachu" for it to pop up, but it won't let me type in my own game name. So
Damn.
That's oddly weird.
Oh my god, I love this one. This one, someone. I wanna rock 0924 said Robin Hood.
Yeah.
name it Bowtie, but it won't let me.
Huh, yeah, that's really weird. I'm not seeing it either.
Yeah,
What?
So odd.
people are saying Sun and Moon is there, but we can't see it. So you guys are liars.
You're all liars. Liars, everyone.
Or Twitch is just screwing with you.
Yeah,
I
Twitch.
Yeah, it
suppose
could be that
that's-
too.
Whatever. It's fine as it is.
Ted Owl. I love this. People. Ted Owl. Robin. I don't.
Ted, I'm
Somebody
thinking
says
of.
What was that, Catherine?
I'm thinking of. All I can think of with the little owl are the Sharpooter and what was the other one from Dragon Quest VII? Sharpooter and
I don't remember.
those little owl guys.
Ryu
Yeah,
Spark said it's Storm Eagle.
It's not an eagle,
It's
it's
not
an
an
owl.
eagle. It's an owl.
It'd
There's
be
Storm.
No, I
Yeah, it'd
know,
be
but
Storm
still.
Owl from X4.
Was it just called Storm Owl?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was called Storm
Wow,
Owl in
that's-
X4.
Yeah, because you killed his brother. Or
You
Oh,
killed
that's
my
right.
brother.
oh, there's trainers I haven't fought up here.
Ryan, give me a nickname for Rowlet.
Rowlet?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oliver.
Oh,
Oliver Queen.
Gosh.
Hey, Green
Oh,
Arrow.
that would work so great.
Green Arrow. and he'd be...
Yeah, Oliver.
Oliver? Okay,
Yeah.
1 second.
I'm not usually good at names, but
That was really
Rowlet
good.
is really easy to name. Like, there's a lot of good puns.
Yeah, I love puns.
It also sounds like you have like allergic reaction to liver. Like, ow,
Yeah.
liver.
Well, who really likes liver?
Yeah.
I think I tried it once. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Clover 2015 Blathers. Yeah. And I give him the amulet coin. Just give me money.
Heck.
It does look like owl liver.
Yeah, owl liver. Owl liver twist.
Ow, my liver. Oh, a full mantis. Oh man. Wait, are these guys part fairy too?
They're pure grass.
They're
pure
pure grass. I'm already running Petalil. Okay. I'm catching it, but because I'm trying to catch everything, but I'm gonna have to dump it in the box, sadly.
I will
remember-
say, I will say one of the most unexpected evolutions I saw. Wait till you see Wimpod's evolution. Like,
Okay.
damn.
Wimpods.
Where? Someone was saying liver's good for you. Hey, but liver has a tart, horrible texture. I hate it.
No, I'll
I've
tell you
never
what it
actually
tasted.
eaten it.
No, I'll tell you what really tasted awful. Oysters.
Oysters aren't bad.
I don't like seafood in general.
Hey, certain seafood's good.
It depends on the fish for me personally.
That too, yeah.
I'm surprised you're running an old Pokemon, Ted, not going pure new.
I always go
I've never used
playthrough.
Petalil before, so I figured why not, right?
I suppose.
Wait, is that Petal Lily? You mean?
Petalil.
Petilo. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
how
from Gen 5, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
from Gen 5.
Okay,
I've
yeah,
never
yeah.
run it despite liking the design quite a lot. Because if I'm running a grass type, I'm actually usually running Levon, because Levon clears house like nothing else. So,
Well, to be fair, to go with Ted, I did try to branch out with a newer, like at least for a water Pokemon, but none of them were interesting to me, so I got a Poliwag. I also caught a Magikarp and I named it Metelli, but
there's there's too many choices. It's
yeah.
Well, that
There
kind
are
of goes without saying going 20 years into the series.
It's almost like there's 800 of them.
Yeah, really, jeez.
Well, there are.
Oh, look, Grubbin! It took me forever to find this goddamn thing. Okay, here we go.
He's so cute. Oh, hi, Hal.
Well, that thing
Wait,
has...
how is it pronounced? How's his name pronounced?
How?
Hal?
Like,
Just Hal?
How
like-
are you?
how are
Okay,
you?
okay, just making sure.
Grubbin is seriously amazing. Like, you can learn so many different moves, and when you get it to Vikavolt, it's possible for it to have... It's a Bug Electric with Levitate, and it knows Dig.
Yeah. That was a bit
And-
of a wake-up call later down the game, just going to say that.
Sorry.
I know what you
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means you actually have encountered Wimpod's evolution.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah.
I'm tempted to spoil myself, but
Hooah!
temptation is strong.
He's the son of Bruno. No, I'm kidding. I don't know who this kid is.
Hooah. Now, I think my team ended up being Primarina, Pick-a-Peck's Final Evolution, Alolan Dugtrio,
Oh, when does he evolve into a final evolution?
I'm sorry.
Derek.
Diglett. Oh, at the same time he evolves in.
No, not Diglett. Who's its face? The
Dugtrio?
Pick-a-Peck second form. When does he get to third
Oh.
form?
I think either 32 or 34.
I kind of want to dump him because I think his second.
No,
Is his second?
no.
Is
This
his third?
this thing
this-
is. Oh, sorry.
it's
Go
the-
ahead, Ted.
Its third form, is it less ugly than the second form? Because I think the second form is kind of hideous, personally.
The only thing that kind of is off to me about the final form is the eyes, because it always looks pissed and it looks directly at you. So
Well,
it's like
birds,
it's like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
Don't do this.
I would love Ted to be in it. I would
It's
love
28 according to the chat.
I would love.
Oh, it's
I
28.
I
Oh,
would
I'm
love
sorry.
Ted
It
to
is
just be in
28.
a.
Okay, I'll
I
keep
would
it-
love
I'll keep
Ted
it
to
till
be
it
in a
evolves,
beauty
because I'm close.
contest. Ted needs to
I
be in
love
a beauty
Nebby. It's
contest.
adorable.
I'm so used to other birds, and I was trying to shoot low, but I for some reason I thought still 30s. But no, its final evolution is great, especially the brand new move it has, which is ridiculous.
Ooh.
Okay, I'll keep it until it evolves. But if it doesn't get better, if it doesn't live up to the expectations, I'm tossing it.
Okay.
I had
Sad.
a Pokemon that knew Brick Break. I was pretty okay with it.
Oh yeah, my Snorlax knows Brick Break.
It needs to. Honestly, this might be petty, but it needs to. I need to like the design to run it. Like I was
Yeah.
trying to
I
run
think you'll like the design of the last form, honestly.
when I was running Black and White 2, White 2, not too long ago. I tried to run Magnemite, and he was doing great for me. But then I evolved it in a Magnezone, and I still can't stand the way that thing looks. So
I
had
like
to-
it.
Okay, Amanda.
You do you. Again, that's just saying. I would love if Ted was in a beauty contest. It's like, do you get any better because your second form's kind of hideous?
Hopefully the swimsuit round is your strong point, because this talent part
I'm
it's
sorry.
not running very well.
There's a thing.
It's like, it's on you,
Well, I
baby.
am
But your
an artist,
EVs
so
are
I can
trash.
tell
You mean my EV? No, I mean your effort values, not your EV. Fuck, why does everyone say that?
Also, to go back with silly forms, sorry, Derek, I didn't mean to like seem like I'm laughing at you, but it was just the minute you said Dugtrio, when I saw his Alolan form, I cracked up because
Okay, the Fomantises in this pile of grass are too weak. I keep on killing it even when I use my weakest moves. So time to go get
Just throw a
something
ball
else.
at it. Just throw a
Just
ball
throw
at
a
it.
ball
yeah,
at it.
throw a ball. That's what I
Oh,
do.
You should
but-
be getting quick balls soon, Ted.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, no, I just got them from the trial guy. Okay, I'm gonna just toss
Yeah.
them.
You're welcome.
But yeah, no, Alolan Dugtrio, I always just, what is it trying to be? Flavio? Or Fabio, whatever it is?
My main
Um,
team as of now is Alolan Raichu, Alolan Dugtrio, Vaporeon, Beware. Love that name.
I'm
Beware!
gonna get a Beware when I
Beware.
find it. I named my Alolan Diglett, which eventually I will evolve into an Alolan Dugtrio, Adam after He-Man. And so
Oh,
I
God.
cry sometimes when I'm
When I
falling
lie in
in bed to stay up.
Let me
Wait,
see.
I forget the
Okay.
words.
My team so far is, and I'll say the nicknames too. Elliot, what's the evolved form name? Elliot the Tora Cat, Totoro the Snorlax, Rob, capitalized, the Magnemite, Dasher the Pikachu, Kiri the Fomantis, and Polly the Poliwhirl.
So, John, when are we going to be seeing the Alolan form, John?
Someone already made it. Didn't you see the thing I retweeted a few days ago? It's my Sonic Boom costume.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
No, that's your Boom version. Where's Alolan, John?
Alright, when you put it that way, you're right.
You gotta just take Boom version and put a lay on it.
I'll take any recommendations on Twitter. Alolan John. That's not Boom John.
My team ended up being Primarina, Pikapek's Final Evolution, Doug Trio, Alolan Muck, Vikavolt, and Lycanroc. The Sun form.
Yeah. Obviously, the last two Pokemon on my team were my starter, Litten, who's now Incineroar at this point. And
Damn.
I'm leveling up Bagon. Or
That's
Bagon.
What?
Where do you catch?
Wait,
Route 3. Route 3.
Which one are you leveling up, John? You cut out a little bit.
Alright, am I cutting out now to you guys?
No. It was just that one little bit. You're fine.
Oh, okay. Bagon.
Bagon.
Oh,
Where did you catch him?
Yeah,
Okay.
Bagon.
Where
yeah.
did you catch him, John?
Route 3.
Route 3? Really?
Yeah.
On the first island? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone was asking where do you get stones? The second island.
Yeah,
the end of the second
End
island.
of the second island.
Yeah, end of the
Yeah.
second island you can buy.
And also get
stones.
your Pokepelago and upgrade the
Where-
searching function.
Where exactly do you get Pokepelago? Because it seems like I can't.
Once you get Fly.
Yeah, once you get
I
fly.
heard. Damn. Which is after the third trial.
Yeah, I
Okay,
just
cool.
got it. I'm playing right now.
Oh, thank
So,
God. Okay. Because I'm out of Pokebeans, and I feel so bad.
Well, why don't you do?
Well, the thing is, as soon as I got Pokepelago, I stopped using Pokebeans on my team. They start their currency in the Pelago, so I wanted. So yeah.
I mean, I once you start developing the Isles, you get them by the shitload.
Oh yeah. The first thing I did was upgrade the Bean Island all the way to the best, and then just started pumping up the stuff that was the most useful.
So how do you power up the islands, Ben?
You need to
I skimmed through the text.
You need to have caught a certain amount of Pokemon in order to reach it. That's never usually an issue if you're just catching everything new you find. And you need to have a certain amount of beans.
Okay, so
And
I've got a lot of beans.
Yeah, so you can just choose Develop Isle and choose whichever one you want. You have to unlock the other 4. You only start with the Bean Island, and then go from there.
Okay, so I need 15 Pokemon. Oh, I've got plenty.
Yeah, and using beans enough times will have the cafe owner give you rare candy.
Yeah, I give you a bunch of rare candies.
While having
wow.
existential crises every once in a while. Like,
I'll tell you what, you guys haven't gotten this yet, but you've all seen the Eevee Z move from the trailers.
Yeah.
The quest to get that is seriously depressing.
Oh dear.
Oh, damn it.
In a Pokemon game, wow.
You don't say.
Well, it's basically...
No, I'm surprised because you
Oh.
normally don't see stuff like that in a Pokemon game. Normally everything's pretty like.
Without getting
chipper.
too deep, it's about old people reflecting on their lives.
Oh.
oh god! All right, Iris, you say no more. I think I already know where that's going.
I don't, but I'll. Okay. I'm probably. That sounds like a tearjerker.
You can shake the bean thing again when you upgrade it. Okay.
Yes, just keep shaking until it stops giving you beans. Keep shaking it.
Okay, so
Wait,
I'm
really?
probably actually with the beans that I'm getting from shaking it, I'm probably going to be able to upgrade the thing again, and then I'll be able to shake it again. And
Shake,
okay,
shake,
Yeah,
shake.
beans is definitely the Bean Island. Just definitely you want to get that to level 3 before you do anything else.
is 3 max?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to build
Okay.
your affection value. I'm just talking to the chat right now if they don't have the game. You want to build your affection values and happiness as soon as you possibly can because like X and Y, if it's
I
maxed
don't have
out.
enough plain
Yeah.
beans. Oh, you need plain beans. I got better. Oh, I got too many good beans. All
Yeah.
right
Well,
then.
you can exchange the good beans for other beans for the regular.
Okay.
beans.
Yeah, you can do that too. If your Pokemon's affection values and happiness are maxed out, they do a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I shake it?
You just tap it. You tap the
Oh,
bean.
tap it.
Yeah, shake from the bottom and then open the cap. If it's the plastic's already gone, then don't drink it.
god.
Okay, so now I can. Oh, I need 90. So okay, so.
So unfortunately, since I'm grass flying, Picky Pecks are kind of not the encounter I want to run into right now.
Yeah, really.
I wouldn't have this
No,
problem
you're
if I was
ghost.
let in. Just saying.
Oh
John.
shit.
What was it?
Wouldn't have this problem either if you would have chose Poplio. So there you go.
Yeah.
Grass Ghost is his final form.
Yeah, I believe so.
Hmm.
What was I thinking? What was I just thinking of? Oh yeah, a lot of people when they saw Picky Peck, they were making a lot of comparisons to Pearl from Steven Universe. Because the hair.
Oh, I get you.
I'm just trying to make conversation, Dan.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
That.
I wasn't going at you. I was just like, I never watched Steven Universe, so.
Oh no, neither have I. I need to catch up on it, but no, I was mostly referring that to Ted. But okay.
So when wild Pokemon visit your islands, does that mean that you can catch them, or?
They basically tap on them, and they'll say they're interested. Return the next day, and they might have decide to join you.
Okay.
Got it.
Have you
It's
guys
not
been
a guarantee,
using the
but depending on the beans you put out, the more likely they are to come and hopefully stay.
Okay. So all right. So I got the bean aisle. I'll leave it alone until tomorrow, and then
Okay.
do more.
Yeah, it really is just a balancing out active beans, and because you can only get so many per day, you just gotta take time to do it all.
Jeez, Rattata. Looks like he's got a mustache.
There's a youngster Joey, and he doesn't have a Rattata. Worst game ever. 0 out of 10. Would not play again.
Wait, he's literally named like Youngster Joey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a little bit into the game, a couple hours, but he doesn't have a Alolan Rattata, and so
What?
the game is dead to me.
what a
There-
piece of shit.
There's also no kid that talks about shorts.
Well, maybe
all?
because they.
Well, they're all wearing shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
There
That is
should be
true.
a kid
There
who's
is-
wearing pants and talks about how pants are so comfy and give so much coverage.
Really right up
There
the
you go.
sack.
In the middle of the tropics, though.
Yeah.
You really want
There's
it?
that one really weird kid who's in the knees.
Yeah.
Oh, that is creepy. I'm trying to remember what was the one that was weird.
So do you guys appreciate that little effects and indicating that, hey, trainers around. You can
Yeah.
actually evolve.
Oh,
people.
yeah.
I appreciate that. Just
Yeah,
so you're
me
not
too.
blindsided.
Yeah, really. There were times
And-
I was still blindsided because I forgot.
Well, that's just your fault.
I know.
I don't remember if it was Gen 1 or Gen 2 or even Gen 3, but there were some games where you could get challenged by trainers who were off screen.
Yeah.
So
You were
Yeah.
thinking about looking at me. No, I wasn't. You were thinking of looking at me.
No, I wasn't.
Battle.
How about customizing trainer?
oh my God, Colorez! Holy shit!
Ooh.
Hey,
Oh,
spoiler
so
Oh, man.
Jesus
Ted, you're on the
Christ.
route where you can find Snuffles. Man.
Where did all this fuzz come from? You were fighting a Caterpie.
Don't want to know.
This is the string shot residue. I got you.
Oh god. Ew.
I mean, chat, do you guys care for your Pokemon, like, after every battle if something happens to them?
For a while, yes.
Yes.
But after a while, I stopped.
Yeah.
No,
It's like,
I still care.
honey, the comb's, it's worn out.
No, to me, I still care for them because they're my babies, and sometimes I like to talk to them like, "Mommy, I got wet.
If
Mommy,
it's a
I got
status,
dirt on
if
me."
it's a status condition, I'll do it. Like-
I actually, I've been doing it. It feels way less out of the way than Pokemon and Me, where you kind of forgot that you had it a lot, and not to dock Pokemon and Me because it was very helpful. Like you got
Yeah.
a lot of stuff for doing it, but it didn't feel necessary. Whereas here, it feels natural. Like after a battle, okay, you pet it a
Oh,
few
Ladybug.
times, and I don't feel like I'm grinding in it as much because you can do it bit by bit.
Yeah.
So I like it.
Yeah, too.
I would have rather that they kept them as Poke Puffs instead of Poke Beans because they're cuter, but whatever. Poke
Yeah, it doesn't
Beans are
matter.
good, I guess.
I like the crunchy noise when you feed them the poke beans. Like, yum. Okay,
Crunch, crunch.
Okay,
What?
chat. Sun or Moon?
son.
Praise the sun.
Funny thing is, I would have chose Moon, but I ended
Did
up
you
going
not
with
get
Sun. Well, no, I got both versions, but
I did too.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got both. I got both as well, Derek.
Well, I was
Derek,
given
did they
pro
send you
versions.
both for review?
Yeah.
Oh, I just
Oh,
got
wow.
both because that's how it is.
In physical versions, but so that was really nice. But I would have chosen Moon, but I also was like, I want daylight footage because it's easier to see.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
You
it's
do
still-
get daylight on the occasion.
Yeah,
You
At
do.
night,
Yeah.
if you're
You do.
playing
It
at
was.
night.
That's the funny thing. It ended up being 50-50 anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. I mean, right now it's kind of like getting a sunset on me playing the game right now.
Yeah. Sorry, I was changing up my headphones a bit, so if you heard a little bit of feedback there, that was me. I wanted to change things up so I could actually work and talk to you guys at the same time.
Yeah,
What?
and with,
This
Is
multitasking
Old Man
motherfucker.
Andre keeping you in the analysis dungeon?
Not the analysis dungeon, the guide dungeon. I am
Ah.
making a guide. I'm making a guide to show where to get all 100 TMs, and then after that, I have to do a guide showing where to get all 100 Zygarde cells.
Oh,
damn,
Ugh.
Oh, so there is 100. Okay, that's what we get.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm guessing one for each percent then.
Yes. So once you get 10, you can get the Zygarde 10% form. Once you get 50, the Zygarde 50%, and so on.
And you can use it?
Yeah.
Oh, how do you get it to? How do you?
You have
Get
to
it
reach
then.
the third island, and
Oh,
then you
okay.
can do that. Have a way to do that. So,
Okay.
the problem is, the game gives no way to check. It doesn't even say like, "Hey, you found all the Zygarde cells on this island," so you're really stuck with it. And I have 5 left to find, so I need to go through and see it.
sounds like
Uh,
blue coins.
Yep. So I've actually been talking
Oh.
with Joe Merrick of Sarah B, who somehow was able to find them all, and
Wow.
he posted his thing. But I mean, I still have to go through all my footage and mark where I found everything, so I could go through his list and say, okay, what did I miss?
Oh man,
I'm a
People
big fan
who
of
do
Sarah B.
guides.
Tell him I said hi.
Cerebi. I actually like Cerebi a lot more than Bulbapedia most times. So, yeah.
I have it up right now.
Joe's a good guy. It's very, it's what's crazy to me is, on the whole, he runs that site by himself.
Wow.
Oh,
Oof.
Yeah.
My respect for him has gone
Well,
way
he
up.
probably has big help from the community, though. So
He does crowdsource it and that sort of stuff, but he does.
Well,
Yeah.
just think
Oh,
about it
okay.
this way: when it comes to, if you were to update the Pokedex, you have to do that individually for each Pokemon, and there's like 800 now. So, that takes a lot of effort.
okay, I don't know what the fuck the cause of this is. I was just smacking a Metapod for the entire battle, and there's fuzz all over the goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Damn.
Have you caught anything, John? Or
Not
is
yet.
it just the?
I
Yeah,
really
you
wanted
have
to get Rowlet up so I can learn Peck, because right now I only have Tackle and Leafage.
Oh man, well, Leafage is decent.
Leafage is decent, but not really against anything here.
Yeah. What is
Well, when you get to
Oh,
the
fuzz.
second island, it'll be better.
Yeah.
Did you not have a grass type when you went to the
Nope.
to Wishy Washy Totem?
I had a
Because
litter
the resistance to water really helped a lot.
Yeah.
Was the
Yeah,
thing.
but
Whereas
I
if you
had
went to
I had Pikachu at that point, which was enough.
Yeah. Yeah, but you don't get resistance to the water move.
No, you're right.
Magnemite saved my ass. And then after. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Go ahead, Amanda.
No, Magnemite.
Go ahead,
was,
damn it.
Yeah. Magnemite tried to get it down, and then afterwards I used my Snorlax, who beat the shit out of it. I love Snorlax.
I still have to download mine.
I was going to ask you, Johnny, did you evolve your Pikachu into Raichu right away? Since it had this, like-
no.
You didn't? Okay.
Because
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you're going to do that right away, since it gets a psychic now, so now you can see if it actually learns psychic moves naturally.
Well, the moment you evolve it to a Alola Raichu, it gets psychic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Jinx.
I wasn't sure if I know it did that when I was getting mine, because you need to have a Alolan Raichu in order to get its Z Crystal.
The only thing I'm not sure of is what level Pikachu or Raichu learns Thunderbolt.
Oh, on Cerebia it says I just had it. Let me look it up really quick. I have it up right now. That's not it. I think it said around. I want to say 25. I could be wrong.
No, that's not right.
No, that's not right. Okay.
No.
Well,
alright.
you'll eventually find the TM for Thunderbolt.
Yeah, the
but I think
Thunderbolt
that's
TM.
that's on the 4th island.
Oh, okay. Well, at
They
least I have the
give you
TM to rely on.
Thunderbolt? Nice.
Yeah, that's
You
nice.
might have to buy it, but there's always a
Yeah.
TM for Thunderbolt.
Yeah, you don't have to buy
I know,
it.
but oftentimes, like I feel like in the games I like vaguely recall it being in the not the casino, the game corner. So it was always
yeah.
like, way more expensive because you had to buy the tokens or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah.
In Gen 3, all of the I call them like the standard moves, pretty much like flamethrower, ice beam, thunderbolt, etc. All of those were in the game corner, and you had to basically, since you don't want to bother wasting time with the mini games.
Yeah, really.
Games, you grind the elite four to get money. Is basically how I got all of those.
So Johnny, I just looked at my notes because I knew I've gone through TM25 already, or TM24. Excuse me, that's Thunderbolt, not.
Oh,
25.
that's what I got mixed up with. Okay, I got it mixed up with the team number. Sorry.
So TM24 you do not find until you reach the post game.
Okay, well, chat's already saying level 42 as
Yeah,
well.
42. I just looked it up. It's 42.
Yeah, that's pretty high to keep Pikachu, though, is the thing. Because Pikachu is pretty weak on
Yeah.
its own.
The only thing I really have to compare it to is Pokemon Yellow, because Pikachu learned Thunderbolt in that game. It's really weird going back to Gen 1 Pikachu. Pikachu doesn't learn Thunderbolt at all in Gen 1, unless you're
Yeah.
playing Yellow.
What?
Like, it just goes from Thundershock to Thunder. Like, it skips Thunderbolt entirely, which is...
So
Which-
speaking, sorry.
I much prefer Thunderbolt.
Yeah, I prefer Thunderbolt.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't really run a weather team.
Yeah, not really.
Weather team, is that like what do you call it? Weather team.
Well, people that use Sunny Day, Rain Dance.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. No, I'm not like.
Like,
I'm not
I
that.
think Rain Dance maxes out the accuracy for Thunder, makes it guaranteed.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, they nerfed weather in Gen 6, I believe, where even using stuff like what's it called, drought and I forget the one for rain, but the Pokemon who can
Drizzle.
bring Drizzle. Thank you, Catherine. Rain always now lasts 5 turns, so it's a lot harder to run a weather team now, because a lot of the time you would rely on a Pokemon like Kyogre bringing in permanent rain so that you could take permanent advantage of the weather effects.
There's also new held. I'm not sure if they're new or not, but there are now held items that extends that to 8. That will extend that to 8 turns.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you do that, now you can't use a Z move. Jarek, for Z moves, is it 1 per battle total or 1 per Pokemon per battle?
1 total.
1 total? Okay, so it's like Mega Evolution.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. So you could have a Mega Evolution and a Z move then. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds fair.
Poopy in the head, and I'll catch one.
That's my phone. Sorry.
Mom, not now. I'm playing Pokemon.
I don't think I heard it. I don't think I heard how
Wait,
far
is
you
it
got,
the
Ryan.
Is Rapidash in this game? Yes, it is, right?
Yeah.
Is Rapidash Man back?
Yeah.
I have not
Pokemon
seen a
Fan Club
Rapidash.
president.
Yeah.
I haven't found
You
him
want-
yet, so.
I don't
want
think
us to
I don't
tell
think
us how
Rapidash
cool-
is in it.
Oh wait. Oh, Rapidash. Oh, I'm getting confused with the. I thought Rapidash was one. For some reason, I thought Rapidash was one of the Pokemon that got like the ice elemental change. They should have done that.
You're probably thinking of
That's
Ninetales.
Vulpix and Sandshrew.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm getting it mixed up. They should have done that. They missed an opportunity for a meaningless. Like, why? Can someone explain to me why they changed those to ice for Tropical Island?
Because new forms bring in new money, basically.
Merchandising.
It's only Gen 1 Pokemon that got new forms too, as far as I'm aware.
Ted,
So-
give my Caterpie a
It's
nickname.
only Gen 1.
Give your Caterpie a nickname,
Yes.
Hugabug.
Hug.
Oh,
I like that. Okay.
wasn't that a Nuzlocke name, Ted?
Yeah, R.I.P. and Spaghetti. Oh, a Fletchinder. I already caught a Fletchling, so I won't catch it, but it's good to see.
Were there hyphens in that?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I'm making
I
it mine.
do think that when I do think come January, I will restart the Nuzlocke with Gen 7, though.
Oh, good luck.
You're gonna Nuzlocke this game?
You
Yeah,
are
well,
insane.
it'll be so.
Sorry.
Well, when I restarted, I knew that when I restarted, I wanted to do Gen 6. because experience share. I'm leaving that on just for my own convenience, so screw you guys. But you
Wait,
have
what?
that in this game, and also the Pokemon selection is so varied. So it would be a really interesting game to Nuzlocke, because you could wind up with a really bizarre team, and it would be a lot of fun in that way. So
I was.
Sorry. If I eventually do a Nuzlocke again for a BrainScratch, I'm gonna do Sun and Moon. So
I can't continue.
Ted, you're a blank idiot. Well, yeah, I love you too.
No, Ted, you're a 3-star idiot.
Oh, I'm not a 4-star idiot to you?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
I'll show you.
I don't know if I can continue my Nuzlocke because I'm too scared.
What
I've
generation were
been
you
away
doing a
from-
Nuzlocke in, Manda?
Why?
Oh, okay.
Why?
Why?
As far as I remember, Gen 6 wasn't too hard at any given point.
It is for me.
No, it,
Gen 6 has some moments that will catch you off guard, like that Furfro duo.
Oh god, I lost my Butterfree to those two bastards.
Basically, any point where you do double battles kills Nuzlocke.
No, the Furfro were really hard to beat down. Every other double battle was fine. Just stupid.
No, the most double battles were what screwed me in my Nuzlocke. I lost
You're
like.
bad at double battles.
Shut up.
You're so
Get
bad
double
at double.
You can't do double battles for shit. Shut up.
That's funny. No, I'm. It'll be a long time till I Nuzlocke Gen 7 because I decided I wanted to go through each generation and just see how the series progresses. Like it's fascinating, going back to Gen 1, but it's also really like interesting to see just how good of a sequel Gen 2 really was to Gen 1. Like how much they added.
Gen 2 is miles, and it's weird because when I replayed Gen 1 on 3DS, like it's surprising how well the base still is, but it just kind of makes you realize that Leaf Green and Fire Red are just miles better of a game. But it's Gen 2. Where's goddamn Gold Silver Crystal Virtual Console for the record?
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that.
Probably not going to happen unless they wait for the Switch version. Wait for a Switch version.
No, I think that they are losing a lot of money if they do it, because even among people who, because I know that like Gen 1 was when when Pokemon was at its biggest, like it was everywhere, but a lot of people still really have fond memories for Gen 2. Even among people who might like not play video games anymore or whatever. So
Yeah.
they're missing a lot of chances, and it's also a fan favorite as well. So yeah.
Ted, I think I just came across that selfie person.
The selfie person in the trial, it's amazing. Like it's really easy to tell what the answers are. Like I thought that I'd have to pay attention to minute differences, but nope.
Yeah.
But it was funny, so I don't mind.
Oh no, it was a trainer I fought, and she just
Okay.
like, oh no, I lost. But took a
Show of
selfie anyway.
hands here in the chat for all my Final Fantasy X players. Who gave Kakui Cocoa Puffs? Waka's John DiMaggio's Waka voice. Come on, no, I'm not the only one.
It totally fits.
Yeah.
It totally fits.
Sorry, what voice?
Yeah, well,
John
I'm
DiMaggio's
confused.
Waka voice. The character Waka from
Uh-oh.
Final Fantasy X.
oh,
No, I'm still very confused. What about Cocoa Puffs?
yeah, really, yeah. I'm with Ted.
Kukui. No, it totally makes sense, especially like with his random woos.
You know how you wouldn't lose so much if you had more than 2 Pokemon. Just gonna bring that out there.
Out there.
What do you mean?
How only like I'm already mostly I think a good way into the second island. You fight him all the time, and he never seems to get more than 2 Pokemon. Like
Thank you,
Well-
grass type.
Well,
You know,
what's the word?
honestly,
Oh,
my
sorry.
biggest... I'm sorry to cut you off, Amanda, but
It's fine.
I've been playing Pokemon for over 20 years, and double types still throw me for a loop at times. Like, what's effective, what's not effective, what you have to take into account when utilizing movesets.
Yeah, that screwed me in my Crystal Nuzlocke because I had a Chinchou and it was electric water, and I fought a Cubone. I'm like, okay, it's water, it should be okay, or at least neutral against that. Nope, still super effective, and I lost it.
Water doesn't really resist anything but water. Maybe ice. I think water and ice.
Water resists ice.
Although
Water also resists fire.
And fire.
I think water should be weak to ice personally, because ice freezes water. But whatever. Okay.
Water melts ice.
If it's hot
put
water.
A piece of ice in a glass of water, the ice will eventually melt.
Yeah, but ice freezes water, though. Like if you shot a wave of cold at the water, it would freeze.
But that's not ice. And there's no such thing as a wave of cold.
Catherine, get your science.
All right, you just reminded. Oh, you just took me back to my physics class. And you know what? No, fuck your voodoo. There is such thing as cold. I don't want to hear that.
There is. It's the absence.
It's the absence of heat. I know, but I fucking hate that thing.
You know what? That just reminded me of something I saw with the types of the legendary Pokemon. How they thought at first it was stupid, but then it's like sun gets brighter and dense or something like that. I forget.
But not the okay. Oh yeah, but then okay, if you're gonna call me out on that, then Kingdom Hearts, there is no power of darkness because darkness doesn't exist. It's just not.
God damn it! Sorry.
I agree.
It does in that
I'm not
world.
gonna defend Kingdom Hearts'
Okay,
plot.
no, okay. Well, let's have Derek defend Kingdom Hearts.
Derek from Game Explain can try to defend Kingdom Hearts' plot. I'll let him fight that battle.
Although there wouldn't be any battle to be have because darkness doesn't exist apparently.
No, and if you think about it, Game Explain already has an X in its name, so it's a nobody of something.
And no, John, he's just gonna press the triangle button 20 times, and we'll just die in a QTE.
Okay.
No, wait, Andre quit IGN, right? Game Explained is IGN's nobody. Confirmed.
Well, that and GameSpot. So
yeah.
Oh god, double nobodies. Nobody tell nobody.
No, one's gotta be the original. One's gotta be the Heartless. And,
oh god.
Nobody.
You know, seeing the blow drying reminds me of something earlier that happened when I was facing the second trial. My Magnemite, wanted to dry off, and I was like, bringing in logic. I know what. I was going, I don't think it's a good idea to use a hairdryer over water to an electric type 2.
It's battery powered.
It's still dangerous.
It's battery powered. It's no electrical.
I don't know why you can't use the towel to dry off Pokemon though. You've got one.
Really.
It's a washcloth, so it's already wet.
That's true.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
But I never see you rinse that thing after you wipe the mud off the first time.
It probably happens off.
This rag was originally white. It's holding up and it's brown.
Are you sure that there's Are you sure that there's Stuffles in Route 8? Because I've been searching this.
Yes, they're 5%.
They're 5%. That's a low rate.
Is it in like a specific patch of grass?
I found it right in the patch of grass to the left of the trailer.
The one right next to the trailer. Okay, because that's the one I've been.
I think any grass in that route counts. So.
No, there's specific patches of grasses that have specific Pokemon.
Well, that's just dumb.
What?
Yeah, there's in certain. Well, actually, that's one thing about the game I really like is that it feels a lot more organic than some other Pokemon games. Because in a lot of Pokemon games, you're running straight over and over again, and when you go back to a route or to a town, there's usually not too much to see. Routes and towns kind of curve in on each other in this game. So, like for example, in the first island. You walk through the routes normally when you first go through them. Eventually, you get to ride the Tauros. When you ride the Tauros through rocks on the earlier routes, not only do you find like items and stuff, it'll lead you to new patches of grass which have higher level and unique Pokemon. So I actually think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
So it feels a lot less. It feels a lot more lived in. So I'm liking the area a lot, which is something I worried about when I first saw that it was going to be another like islandy region like Hoenn. I thought it would be as boring as Hoenn was, but now but that worry has mostly flown away now. So
well, the removing HMs will do that to the region.
There's actually not a lot of surfing as so far.
Well, and if you do, it's limited to like a benefit
until you get the Sharpedo. Really.
A benefit to the island design is that everything's confined. So, I mean, in one way, it doesn't make the world feel that big, but rather like micro worlds. But at the same time, it makes exploring them just easier on your hands and time, because you don't have to worry about, you know, going this way through Fuchsia to go to Seafoam, or maybe you want to approach through Cinnabar, or I guess Hoenn fans know all the pleasures of too much water. But
Point A.
yeah, never forget.
That's in this game, by the way. If you use the Pokemon,
Yeah.
it's one of the comments somebody will put on your photos. Derek, is the QR code thing used for anything?
It'll be used on December 5th when they're going to put the QR code for Magearna on the Pokemon website, and that's how you'll get that event Pokemon.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can like, let's say I found something, which I have. I could actually send my QR code to you, so you can scan it and be able to find that Pokemon on your.
Oh, it'll
map.
get it
Yeah.
pre-registered onto the Pokedex.
It'll make it
Yes.
count as seen.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually, you know what? That's actually good, because because you don't want to keep Cerebi open all the time when you play it. So just being able to scan all the codes for a Pokemon that you're missing will make it easier to find them.
Well, also the Pokemon locator in the game is also a lot more accurate. Like, it'll tell you exactly which patches of grass you need to go into in order to find it.
That is great too. It's just one thing, having played White 2 so recently, I missed the habitat finder. I missed that a lot, because it told you exactly when you found every Pokemon in a route. So since I'm trying to catch most, if not all, of the Pokemon as I go, it would be nice to know that I've caught something and I'm not being paranoid. So, yeah.
Hold on one moment.
Do you? No, that's a spoiler question. I'm not going to ask that.
Yeah, because people are asking in the chat whether or not we're keeping things relatively spoiler-free, to an extent.
We're trying to, but ultimately,
Yeah.
We're not. We're definitely not talking in-game stuff. So, don't worry about
the thing is, I don't think any of you can talk beyond. I think John's the farthest.
I can't talk beyond the halfway point of Island 3, because I haven't gotten to any end-game stuff yet.
I'm not even done with Isle 2 yet, so, yeah. Oh my god, where the hell is a Stuffle?
Oh, fuck! Goddamn Tauros roadblock.
If it's 5%, that means 1 in every 20 battles.
Ted, tell that to the King Slimes I was trying to recruit in TQ5.
It's gonna be there's trainers around in each Pokemon and certain Pokemon centers. Most of them actually that ask to see specific Pokemon. One of them asked to see a Phoebus, and the Phoebus is a 1% encounter at Brooklet Hill in normal patches of water where you can fish, and a 5% chance at when they're like bubbling. And I have still yet to find one.
Oh my god.
The cash reward for that better be fantastic. Although,
Just like a mansion with like oodles of money bags in the basement.
although, thankfully, one thing that would be good is once Pokemon Bank finally gets online, it'll only look for if it's in your Pokedex, so you can bring it up from Pokemon Bank, and it'll count. So
true, but that's quite a long time to wait.
I
It's not until January.
I still don't get why they couldn't have that up for launch. It baffles me.
Here's something even more baffling, and I don't consider this a spoiler or anything like that, but this is the crazy thing. There's no national dex in this game.
Really?
Really.
Just the Alola Dex?
Just the Alola dex right now.
Oh,
I'm sure they'll
just
update
now.
once Pokemon Bank.
Yeah, once Pokemon Bank comes out, I expect an update or something like that to happen. But as of right now, there is no national dex in the game.
Oh, Gen 3 flashbacks. No. Sorry, guys. You gotta buy 10 goddamn video games if you want to get your complete Pokédex. Suck it up.
Or just wait for Bank. It's either way.
No, I'm talking about Gen 3. If you want to complete Gen 3 Pokédex, you need to buy Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Pokemon Coliseum, and Coliseum HD. That's 7 video games plus event Pokemon. So.
Or just have friends, Ted.
That's a
Funny.
good one, Derek.
Ouch.
Yeah, funny guy, Derek. I like
I came here to have a good time, and I'm feeling very attacked right now.
You're feeling attacked. I feel bad that I'm out of sync here because there's so many things going on.
What do you would someone give to just with Pokebean? Do you like this one? No.
Oh.
Oh.
Do the colors do anything for Pokebeans?
Not that I can
No.
tell.
Yeah, I think it's just have this bean or this bean. Unless it's like the pattern beans, I think those are more effective.
Well,
Yeah,
I
they
know
are.
that like the different types, but like if you've got a normal blue and a normal red, like do you want to give the red one to a fire type? I'm not sure.
No, it doesn't
No.
matter.
Okay, it doesn't. All right. So, John, how far have you caught anything yet?
Besides the Caterpie, no. Oh, you know what? I could go for... I don't know. Because on one hand, I'm not thinking too far ahead with my party composition for this file. You know, and if we decide to go back to this when we have the time. Because I wouldn't mind doing a Sun and Moon live stream of some accord for either this channel or my main channel, but
Damn it.
I don't know what my party composition would be with a Rowlet as my starter.
Well, did you have a grass type? Do you have a grass type on your team right now?
No.
No? Okay.
No. I gotta tell you, out of all the types in this game, grass was always kind of bottom priority for me, except for Gen 1, which I always liked having Bulbasaur on my team. Yeah, that's just nostalgia.
I've never played Gen 1 with Bulbasaur.
But that's just nostalgia. To me, a totem pole for types in totem pole. But in terms of like a type totem pole in Pokemon, for me specifically, my bottom three are grass, fairy, and dark.
Dark?
Yes.
Really?
well-
I personally love Dark. That's my favorite type.
I love fairies.
And I honestly would place grass above electric, if only because electric is only good against, oh wait, never mind.
Flying.
Well, flying and
Water.
but
And water, and if you're surfing, it's
yeah, but
take care of anything.
grass is also resistant to water, and you can also use it. You can use it on the same stuff. Plus, there's I don't know if this has changed since Sun and Moon, but there's more water type Pokemon than any other Pokemon in the game. So you're going to be running into them statistically more often than anything else. So I always thought it was a good idea to have.
I mean, because I have Litten in my team, well, Incineroar at this point, I got my fire and dark bases covered, you know, and I'll use it when the situation calls for it, but, you know, I don't think I've ever had a pure dark Pokemon in my team.
Well, there's not that many
Umbreon
of
for me. That was I mean I love Umbreon.
No, for as much as I love Dark types, I don't think I've ever had a pure Dark on my team.
I like Absol a lot. I can't remember if I've ever run an Absol.
I like Zoroark.
But
I used Absol in a Gen 3 playthrough, like I forget if I think it might have been either Emerald or Sapphire. I just remember I don't think it can learn. Its moveset is quite limited. It's like unfortunately limited considering the Gen 3 Pokedex was like already cut down significantly. But I liked it.
Yeah, its design is one of the strongest in Gen 3 in my book.
I love its design, yeah, and I hate a lot of Gen 3 designs, so that's saying something.
I like Gen 3. Trying to think what design I think the only design that was a loyal design that bothered me was Grimer.
When it comes to Gen 3, my Breloom, I think, is an underrated Pokemon. Because, for one thing, leveling up to, like... Well, Breloom can't learn Spore, but Shroomish can. And Spore is a great move. Also, like, Spore Focus Punch is, like, a damn good combination, so, yeah. And Grass Fighting is just a cool type, so...
Yeah.
I liked Breloom. I'm trying to think of other Gen 3 specific... Oh! A Numel. Numel and Camerupt are amazing. So, that's why I don't tend to pick... Actually, honestly, out of all the generations, Gen 3 is probably the one where I'm most likely to dump a starter, which I almost never do. Because I'd rather have Numel than Torchic, and I'm not a huge fan of either Mudkip or Trico.
Hey, I love Mudkip.
Who would you use for a water Pokemon?
Sharpedo, probably. Yeah, probably
Yeah, it's
Sharpedo. Maybe if I get lucky enough to get a Phoebus, which is it's like Gen 3. I think is the worst with Phoebus because it's like I
4
believe it's like
tiles.
No,
4 tiles,
well,
4 or 6.
I thought I
okay.
read 4. I thought.
if we're just talking about encounter spots rather than encounter rates,
Well, it's like it's an 85. Here's the thing: it's an 85 encounter rate on those tiles. So you do need to like fish 2 or 3 times on each tile you check just in case. But here's the thing: on the longest route of the game, yeah, I think it's probably the longest route of the game with a gigantic river going down the entire thing.
It's over
that's-
400 water tiles. I forget what the number is. It's somewhere between 400 and 500 water tiles, and
Goddamn.
only 4 or maybe 6 of them can spawn Phoebus, and the location changes when the trendy setting in that one town with the fighting gym, when that
I think
changes.
is what it's called.
Sure, I don't
Yeah.
remember.
according to Victory is Victory, it was 6 tiles in Gen 3, 4 tiles in Gen 4.
But it was a
Oh.
smaller room in Gen 4. It was like in that one cave that
Yeah,
I don't remember. Like I remember very few locations in Pokemon, but
Heart Gold and Soul Silver, it was the new cave that they added on the way to the Safari Zone, to the west of Cinnawood City.
oh yeah. Okay.
So it was a pretty small. It was like your average small lake size in Pokemon. So it's annoying, but that's not too big of a deal. But the river in whatever route it is in Gen 3 is huge, and it would probably be a 2-hour affair to find the Phoebus if you're lucky.
And Gen 3 introduced like that little mini game too with the fishing where like you have to mini game is an overstatement, but like you have to like press it shows like ellipses and then you have to press the button when there's an exclamation point, I think.
I think
So
all the games
it's
have that.
no, I don't think the first one did.
I'm pretty sure.
What was it?
I would have the fishing when you have to press A as soon as the exclamation point. Is that in Gen 1 and 2?
No, Gen
Or
1
did
is
it-
automatically just picks it up for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think it might be Gen 2 though. I haven't played GBC Gen 2 since I recorded the BrainScratch run though, so I'd have to double check.
Yeah, but I mean, so what that means though is it's not mindless. Like it's not like if I'm grinding for something in any other Pokemon or whatever, if I'm grinding for something, I'll just not not pay attention. But if I have to like time a button press, I have to pay attention.
Not to mention that it's not like you have to. It's not just throwing the rod 2 or 3 times to check to see if you get a Magikarp a couple of times. You also get the occasions where nothing's biting and you have to.
Yep.
And so yeah.
How do you guys actually feel about the new fishing mechanics?
It's cool.
Well, there's only one rod, right?
Yeah.
There's only the one rod, and you can only fish in specific spots, which is
Wow, beat it that
a
time.
huge change.
It's okay. I mean, there's usually spots in every piece of water, so it's fine. Yeah, I don't. It's not a huge change to me. It's just kind of how it is, and I don't mind it.
I like the convenience of it more than anything else. I don't have to
Well,
go
not
through
having
my.
to
Just a quick
Yeah,
question
exactly.
for any player out there, like competitive or just casual, regardless. But does anybody like legitimately have competitive strategies for like the basic debuffs like Growl and Leer, or do people
I
just
think-
immediately replace
Ted,
them?
Ted knows more about it than me, but I think what's more common
I'm-
are the stage 2 ones, things like Swords Dance, where it
Yeah.
says like the attack sharply
Well,
rose.
I don't. I should bring up that I am by no means a competitive. I'm no authority. I played a decent amount of competitive Pokemon back in Gen 3, and this was using online programs so that I didn't have to like actually grind IVs and EVs and whatnot. And I was never great at it, but once Gen 4 happened, I completely fell off the competitive map. But generally speaking, there's no really reason to use something like Growl or Howl. You should, because there are moves that give you better bonuses that are basically free, just straight up free upgrades. So most of the time you're better off using, or like sometimes like moves like, for example, Curse or Work Up, which increase both attack and defense up by 1 stage, have more application. But you're never going to be seeing anybody use Growl on a competitive team. Then again,
I've
each
seen-
competitive team is mostly the same, like minus one Pokemon. That's maybe a little bit different.
Yeah.
But
Hashtag not judging.
no, I judge. I openly judge.
Yeah, I know you do.
It's Ted. He's always
Yeah.
judging.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I feel like I think belly dance is used. Not belly dance, but the one that's
Belly drum.
that would be. Yes, that's the
Belly
one,
dance.
Belly dance.
I am so sexually confused right now.
What?
Well, this is the series with Low Punny in it, so you know.
Well, who do you think is doing the belly dance?
Snorlax.
Snorlax, yeah, Snorlax. And you know what? You think it's evocative? He's just standing there because he is a belly. Like he is just
Yeah.
a belly.
No, that reminds me of when I saw the trailer of its Z move. I just love how when you're doing the Z dance, you're standing on top of Snorlax, who's just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. It's just hilarious to me.
Yeah, give your Pokemon those Poke Beans. This guy gives you rare candy for giving enough of them.
Yeah, he does.
But you can also
Yeah,
use the what is the other place? The castle area.
The rare breakfast is what it's called, I think.
Well, you can
Yeah,
get that in shit, I already forgot the name of the damn place. Hold on, let me look at it here.
the festival.
The
Plaza?
Festival Plaza, yeah.
Yeah,
Have you been
can
using that?
Spend your tickets. Somewhat.
Because
I-
now's the time to do it when everyone has the game and everybody's online.
I thought it had to be local connection.
No, you can connect to internet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have
Yeah.
to check that out. Pretty much. Although people are always playing Pokemon, though, John. So,
But yeah, but like
Yeah.
now's the time to do it though, because the game is just out. You know, I was playing one of the mission games with like Japanese lesson or type matchups, and there was like maybe 30, 40 people playing the game at the same time, and you get ginormous FC boosts.
Oh, really? I see. I was since I was before the internet was around. I'm so used to getting either 4 or 8.
Wow, you were playing this
Not
game
having-
since the internet was around. Okay, that's really cool.
okay. Well, since I'm having no luck trying to find this Stuffle, I'm going to try it now. So how do you start a mission? Do you talk to the lady in front? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the lady in front should give you tickets.
Yeah. Okay. So play a ticket. Japanese. I don't know how to speak Japanese.
It's really
Google
easy.
Translate.
Well, type matchup gives you a higher boosts anyway. So
Japanese lesson just asked you know what konnichiwa means? Or arigato? Or...
Watch this anime.
Yeah, watch this
Wait,
anime. What do you think of mango?
Oh, God. It's a good fruit.
Yeah.
Was anime a mistake?
Speaking of anime, how about that Ash design?
Oh, you talking about the new anime series?
I've heard good things about the Sun and Moon anime. Honestly, I haven't had a chance to watch it myself yet, but I've heard really good things.
You really got into X and Y, right?
Yes, I loved X and Y.
It's still OLM doing it, right? OLM.
Yes,
Doing
I
it,
believe,
right?
I believe it's the same team. Yes.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing.
Yes, but what
Yeah.
if ELO's doing it? Tish.
No, it's from everything I've heard is like the animation is super smooth, and the expressions are expressive. So,
You don't say.
well,
Well,
not
as
always
an-
the same.
Well, I think what Derek means, as someone who is working on animations, it's always trying to emulate expressions is actually really difficult than you would think, you know. And so it's always good to try and delve in the animated expression, of certain characters, because otherwise, if it's just whatever, then you know it's just.
Well, I would argue that the expressions are easy. Body language is another
There you go.
thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Because anybody can make a happy face, constipated face, stilted face. But if your body doesn't reflect that emotion, then it's no different than looking at a PlayStation 1 3D model.
Yeah.
So it needs to be as fluid as what's allowed to express that emotion.
Yeah.
I don't remember if this is the place where I can get Slowpoke.
I don't know if I.
you get solo poke near the professor's lab.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought of this all of a sudden. I guess because of expressions and all that. But are you actually going to pick up a Lego Dimensions, Johnny, in order to play that Sonic pack?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I don't know.
You're such a oh my god, you're a slave to that blueprint.
Because I can guarantee that Clement's already bought it.
Yeah, I don't know.
If only for his series, but I did watch a compilation of all the cutscenes from it because I have no plans to ever get it. But it is a cute little story, and it's filled with. I mean, it's Sonic Lego, and it tells that story just as you expect. So it's cute at the very least.
Oh yeah, speaking of the Sonic Lego, did you see the quote he has with Bart?
No.
He quotes the line from Marge Be Not Proud.
What? Oh, what?
Oh.
Sonic.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh my god! Oh,
Say again?
There's an episode of The Simpsons where you
where he's trying to get basically Mortal Kombat.
Bone
And he's
Storm.
Bone Storm, yeah. So he's thinking about shoplifting it. So he's trying to. So in his head pops in all these video game characters telling him to do it, like Mario, DK. Then Sonic comes in, like all hyper manic and stuff, and Sonic and Lego Dimensions quotes that line.
It's basically. I think it's just like basically like buy it.
Take it.
Buy it.
Just take it! Take it! Take it! Take it! Take it!
That's right. It's been too long. Oh my god, that's brilliant. And of course they had to get a load of this from Eggman. I love the little thing where like all of them appear with it while they're crossing dimensions, like Shadow, Knuckles, I think one of the crabs or something like that. And Shadow has a gun in his hand. And it's actually like pointing it around, and Knuckles takes off his knuckle gloves for the Lego, so he has his actual like grip, and takes the gun and tosses it away, and then puts the glove back on.
Like, get that away. Get rid of that.
It's pretty great.
This is who I am, motherfucker.
The Sonic Lego pieces themselves though look so weird because it's weird seeing a Lego piece without without like an accessory that's supposed to go on top. Or like the little circle on the head. Any Lego piece with like a custom head always looks really bizarre to me.
I get that.
Where is this goddamn Stuffle? Oh my god!
It took forever for me to find it as well, but there is I mean, it's much later on, but one will appear in like the cemetery area of that island.
I just finished
Is
the
it a
first trial. Jesus
guaranteed-
Christ.
Is it a guaranteed?
I wouldn't say, but I encountered one naturally, so I was just sort of like, oh, cool, and grabbed it. Because I have no plans to put it on my team.
But I really want it because a fighting type is cool. Oh my god!
It's a fighting type that's weak to fighting types, kind of like Incineroar.
That?
Oh, you know, Incineroar was going to be firefighting, but then they realized everyone would hate it.
Yeah.
Well, the firefighting curse had been broken.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but we wouldn't accept it if they just went right back to it after one gen, though.
Yeah, really.
well, Delphox was fire psychic, so they broke it with the anti-fighting.
I don't know. I like Incineroar's Darkest Lariat because the animation is just so goddamn goofy.
You have seen its special Z Crystal move.
Yes,
right?
I have, and I love it. It's long as shit, but I love it.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I love how Primarina's is basically a spirit bomb with water.
Okay.
And oh god.
Do you need special crystals for those?
Yes, and you'll
Yes.
see those automatically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan, give my Slowpoke a nickname.
Metelli.
Slowpoke.
Oh wait, no, it's Slowpoke. Sorry, no.
Slowpoke. Let's say, let's call him Obama, because he's so slow, he's just picking up that Obama's the new president.
Oh god.
He doesn't want to leave.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks, Obama.
Then make him Slow King.
Slowbama.
Slow
Hey
bomb.
guys,
There you
did
go.
you hear
There you
about
go.
the new Republican president being elected to the U.S. office? His name is George Bush.
Oh, God.
He's got another son who's also named George Bush. Oh, I found a Stuffle! Goddamn, finally!
Okay, now don't fuck up, Ted. Just
In
throw
the
a ball.
What was that, Ryan?
I was just saying, you know the funny thing about the whole George Bush Jr. thing? The
What?
Simpsons made a joke about that when it was the episode with Bush Sr. They thought Homer was just being stupid by one of the cutouts being George Bush Jr. They didn't realize he actually had a son named George Bush Jr.
Oh, really? Oh,
Oh,
God.
Stubble! Oh, he's calling for help. Oh, you little shit. You better not.
Hey, count your
No,
blessings,
no.
man. That's how you get fucking shinies in this game.
Really?
Yeah. If
Link
you
them-
change shinies, you get a higher chance. But I also just got into this battle. I'm not sure if I wanna. Oh wait, he could use an attack that hurts me. I've got my ghost type out though. You know what? I'm just gonna catch the one I know is here. Oh, he used baby doll lives.
Are you kidding me? I was walking on the very tippy
Okay.
edge of that grass.
You know what? Ted, since you brought that up, tell me I'm not the only one that thinks of QB when they see the baby doll eyes. Ryan.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank God.
I don't think of anime too much, so like,
It's just me.
I haven't honestly. I've watched very little animes, so
It's fine.
It might just be you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Ryan got it. So
It's
it's not
actually
just
Praise me!
Ryan,
Oh,
when
pretty-
is Heaven's Feel coming out?
Next year.
Next year! No. You photable, why you do this?
Hey, at least you know
I
it'll
still
look good.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to play the VN. But it gives me time to finally watch UPW.
Okay.
Ah, jeez.
I'm gonna catch it in a heal ball.
No, do you want
The
to know?
girl or boy?
Oh god, I just threw the ball and I don't.
Well, it'll show you before you name it.
Oh well,
I
no,
don't-
it broke free. So hold on. Oh no, wait, it's calling for more help. Oh boy,
Is it
and
is
another
it
one popped up. Oh god,
another Stuffle?
another Stuffle. Yeah, they're
So,
Well,
yeah, it's
when-
doing the usual, once you finally find it, now they start appearing everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically. They're both
Don't
they're
you
both
love it?
boys. I'm gonna actually. I kind of wanted to keep on calling people just in case I do like get lucky, or at the very least like I get the bonus, what's it called, like the hidden ability or whatever.
See, what I mainly did, it was just hit the other one to see if I could drop it to lower. And if it does drop lower than the health of the other one, I switch back and kill the original just because it'll be easier to catch because it has less HP.
Yeah. I've got both at very low HP, so I'm gonna kill the one with the lower level at this point. So, thankfully, it doesn't seem to be using a lot of moves that can hurt me because it's using a lot of status moves and vibed, which can't hurt my Miss Dravis because she's a ghost type.
Quick question: do we get a bike in this game?
No.
Nope.
Oh, you get a
Bike!
Just,
You just get
just
the
curious.
That's what Taurus is for.
Okay, good.
It's like nature's bike.
Oh, when did they up the amount of PP Giga Drain had? Because I know at least in up to Gen 3 it had only 5 uses, and now it's 10.
Well, maybe they just upped the power points, but nerfed its potency.
I think it's still doing about the same damage wise. Might actually be a little bit more because it was definitely. Hold on, I'll check it out because it just said in Gen 7 it's 75. So Giga Drain. All right. And Bulbapedia says that a lot of Pokemon can learn Giga Drain.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm having trouble actually finding the strength of the move. Hold on a moment. Also, part of why I don't like Bulbapedia is that the site takes forever to load, and well, all Wikia sites have that issue. So, okay, hold on a moment. Gen 6. Okay, so Gen 6, it's 75. I want to check older gens though. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, it is 60. It was upped in Gen 5 from 60 to 75. So hold on. And in okay, come on. It was definitely 5 before that. So they buffed it in Gen 5. Okay.
But What do you guys think of after fighting that particular Pokemon once? You now know what's effective and not effective against it.
It's just convenient, personally. I don't mind it.
Yeah, neither do I. I think it's a
Yeah,
nifty little feature.
There's a lot of stuff in the game that is just
As long as they did it after your first battle.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, it basically comes down to just player convenience a lot of times, rather than have to memorize everything. And you still have to keep track of what you're weak to. It's just you have an easier time figuring out what they're weak to. So I love all the changes that just make it easier on the player in pretty much every regard.
Honestly, the only change that bugs me is the Pokemon calling for help. I feel like for non-tonal Pokemon, it should take up a turn.
Oh shit, it's youngster Joey and he's got a Metapod.
Yeah, see, I told you. I told you.
He's not the real one.
No.
Worst game ever.
Fucking Alolan youngster Joey's so lame.
Okay, I finally caught the goddamn Stuffle. Yay, that took way too long. He's got a tag sticking out of his butt. Yeah,
What? What sticking?
a tag,
Oh,
tag.
like a plushie tag.
Yeah, he's a,
Oh,
he's a stuffed
right.
toy.
Catherine, it's a boy. Name my Stuffle for me.
Name it after me.
But it's a boy. You're not a boy.
Name a boy version of it.
There's
I don't-
no boy version of Catherine. It's a
There could
pretty,
be Carter.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna close the DS anyway. Think of a name and let me know.
Yeah.
Because I'm not looking for another one. Because that took forever.
Carlton.
That took forever.
maybe you need to get
Right.
good at hunting for Stuffle.
It's RNG, Catherine.
What's orangey?
Random number generator.
Random number generator.
Oh, random number
Basically,
generator.
a shorthand
A
way
random
of
element.
saying something that, yeah, that's determined by luck.
Yeah. So okay, Catherine, riddle me this, Miss Science. How do you get good at RNG?
Actually, I'm pretty sure in certain games you can manipulate RNG by doing so. Like, for example, have you ever seen a Fire Emblem speedrun?
Not Fire Emblem. I know in games like Super Mario 64, you can bring up dust and that will
One moment.
manipulate the RNG so that
So-
you can get it to do specific things.
Yeah. So you know how in Fire Emblem it's like, oh, you have a chance of like getting a good level up or a bad level up.
Yeah.
So depending, I don't entirely understand how it works, but depending on how you, at least in the GBA Fire Emblem games, depending on how you like draw the path that your unit goes, like what you can draw it and then like stop and then redraw it. Depending on that and probably some other factors that I don't know about, you can ensure really good level ups, and
Oh,
that's how you.
You want to know what it might be? Don't take this as gospel, but when I'm bored and having trouble falling asleep, I watch Pan and Koic videos, and he basically breaks the shit out of Super Mario 64. But he described how RNG works in that game. So if it was similar to that, basically how it works is that at any given point when the game calls for RNG, the algorithm will set to a new number, and the number that is set is always specific. So it's not as random as you would think it would be. So I think when you're drawing the path, the game might call for RNG to determine like which way the character goes, like if you do a zigzag path or something like that. And by doing that, you can set the RNG to a specific value. So when the game next calls RNG for level ups, that value will bring up the value which ups a lot of stats. If that makes
sense.
any sense.
I think I vaguely I think I understand what you're getting at, that you can if it's doing the RNG in a specific sequence, you can manipulate that. So yeah, Ted, you can manipulate RNG and get good at catching Stuffle.
Well, but that's Fire Emblem though. We don't know if that's how it is in Pokemon. Like, what if it's not like that in Pokemon? Huh?
I don't know, Ted. I think I drew a pretty logical conclusion. I'm a scientist.
And smirk. Jeez. I'm so sorry for the
no,
noise.
boy.
My dog is old and he's walking back and forth, so it sounds like tap dancing. I'm sorry.
But we don't even hear what you're talking about.
Never mind. Never mind. Ignore me.
I mean, what dog?
What's this dog you speak of? He's not here.
Catherine, you still haven't come up with a name for the Stuffle.
You were still
Carlton?
waiting.
Yeah! Come
Just
up
name
with a good
it.
name.
Name it Catherine. Name it
It's
the
a boy! It's
So
a
what?
boy.
I was a boy in Dragon Quest five, and I named Catherine, and I had 2 kids
But,
and a hot wife.
Carter.
Just name it Freddy.
Freddy, I don't want to name it Freddy.
No. What was the name of the guy that we shot on in Fortune Street?
Jeff? Angelo?
Oh, Angela.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. His name is
the
Angelo.
version of his game comes out in January. John.
Oh, okay. I think you should name it Angelo.
And
Thanks, Ryan. I might name it Freddy.
Ted, we need to play Dragon Quest Heroes 2 because it's gonna be ridiculous. We're not gonna take it. Oh, I have so much tension. Oh. So the for the people who don't know, the like I don't know, what would you call them, Ted? Because you actually know how Muso games work, like the charge up attacks, or
Like
because they're called high tension.
It's basically a super attack, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like it's
so
like it's a magic mode or a super mode, kind of like a Devil Trigger in Devil May Cry or whatever. Basically, it's a power up mode, and you can do a super attack in that mode, which is called a high tension attack in Dragon Quest Heroes. But his high tension attack has him like doing like a hair flip or whatever, just like
Yeah, he
going,
like flips his hair and then he shoots something with his bow.
yeah.
He has a bow for some reason.
Okay, John, you got to go to school. Okay.
Yeah, take that. Just take a screen cap of me inside the classroom with all the preschoolers, like out of context. Like I've been held back for 5 years. I think it's time to learn better about your type matching, there, Johnny boy.
Okay, Billy Madison.
This is why I become a rapper later on. This shit's too hard.
Team Skull.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you're right. I'm a Team Skull member in the making. Anyway, I gotta fight this ass.
you're not far off.
When do you fight Team Skull's coming up soon, right? It's in the bigger city. This is your
Yeah.
first encounter with them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, John, they're saying that you got to become the preschool jump rope champion.
yeah, that's right. No, but that's more for Luigi. Because I had my share of wiggity wiggity whack nicknames when I was a kid, but I wasn't fucking called Vanilla Ice.
Catherine, I named it Kia. How about that?
I like it.
Okay, I'm adding it to my team. Okay, who do I want to send? Okay, sorry, Patootie, you gotta go. I haven't used you in like 2
I
hours.
forget what second
Who's
type
Patootie?
Alolan. What was
Patootie was
Alolan?
my cutie fly who just evolved.
Oh, I see.
So, one thing about the EXP share though is some Pokemon are still leveling up even though you haven't used them in forever. So, that's a thing. Okay.
So I'm playing DQ Builders and a ghost just went into my room and I
Wait,
just shut the door on it.
What?
Did we hashtag get Catherine out of lab?
Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Poison Dark, thank you.
Catherine, we hashtag got Catherine out of lab. I'm so happy because that never happens.
Catherine, you actually have Dragon Quest Builders? When did you get a PS4?
I hate
Not that
grammar.
long ago.
Nice.
last weekend, remember?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
How you liking it? Because I ended up really enjoying that game.
Oh my gosh, I love it. It's such a cute game, and like it's I will say that the things there's like a very small list of things that I don't like. Like I don't like the control scheme.
Yeah, that takes a little bit to get used
And
to.
I'm gonna get used to it because it's not like bad. It's just I wish I could have set the buttons to like jump with something different. The menu was like menu being X is weird.
Yeah.
The menu's X.
Yep, the menu's X.
Well,
You
that's
hit-
that's classic Dragon Quest there. Honestly.
Yeah,
I
because
guess,
the confirm
yeah.
the confirm button used to be the menu. In original 8-bit
Enemy
Dragon
the
Quest,
morning!
you had to go into your menu in order to and then select talk in order to talk to people.
Yep. I gotta say, I was very happy I played through the original Dragon Warrior before I played Dragon Quest Builder, because I really got a lot more out of it.
For me, yeah, for me, it's because I played Dragon Quest 4, which I would say like 1 to 4 I think are considered like the classics of the Dragon Quest series, like, you know, because I mean they're the NES ones, so yeah, and a lot of these enemies are very familiar, and like even the dialogue, like the Hammerhoods, the way they like say, like, repeat something, that's something that they had in when the brownie enemy was recruited in Dragon Quest V. He'll be like, "It's been donkey's years since I beat up some beep beasties." So the consistency of the localizations is super cool. It's really, yeah, you can tell they put a lot of effort into it.
Oh yeah. And I love that idea of just this alternate history. Like, what if the hero in the original Dragon Warrior decided, like, nah, I'm gonna take half the world.
Yeah.
Screw you guys.
Oh wait, that's a reference to the original?
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the
at the very end.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
In the original Dragon
Really?
Quest, you get to the Dragon Lord and he's like, "Oh man, you were so strong to get here. How about this? Let's not fight. You and me, we can rule the world together. You get half and I get half." If you say yes, he kills you and you have to reset the cartridge.
What?
In the
I
original,
didn't even know.
in the original Japanese version, which actually used passwords instead of a save system, he gave you a special password, and if you put in the password, your character like had 0 HP and couldn't move around, and the text was all red and everything.
So he cursed you.
Yeah, he cursed you. He curses you basically.
And I don't want to spoil anything about the plot, Catherine, but you'll see how that came into effect in in Builders as well. Like, Builders has a surprisingly good plot.
Yeah. It's weird for me though, because I've watched several Japanese playthroughs. Playthroughs of the Japanese game done by people playing who speak English, obviously. But so I know most of the plot in broad terms, but I know none of the dialogue. So it's actually very interesting.
I can just say the text has been like very charming, very in line with the recently translated DQ games that I've played, like 4, 5, and 7. The remake of 7 to be specific. So yeah, Ted, I don't think you'll be disappointed by the English dialogue. So is the world the same? Like, they're talking about this one kingdom?
The locations they talk about are the same. I don't know if their structure isn't quite the same, and you'll see the reason for that. But yes.
Well, it's obviously well, here's the thing. If you get the world map, the continents are shaped exactly like they were in the first game. So.
Oh, that's super cool. I had no idea. Oh, now I'm wishing I had played DQ1. I'll have to play it. Just so I can, it's
rough.
I'll probably play the SNES version because I can play. I homebrewed my new 3DS, so I can, and I downloaded Blark SNES and a handful of SNES ROMs that I wanted to play.
Criminal! Yeah, Nintendo's gonna turn the online off of that system.
I don't care. I don't need it.
I love that people were whining about, oh, Nintendo made it so I can't go online when I pirated their game. Oh, really now? Oh, you feel so bad about being punished.
And then you're like, I'll never buy another Nintendo game. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure you didn't buy this one.
Well, no, more like like one of the immediate responses, like, I'm never buying anything for Nintendo again. It's like, clearly, because you were banned from the eShop, you fucking idiot. It was like, yeah, you dumbass.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, you're fighting the teacher now. The teacher was actually surprisingly tough with its Magnemite kind of kicked my ass. Although at that point I didn't really have anything that was good against.
Yeah, again, Team Litton, fire attack, melt that steel. Relic can't do shit.
So you're basically playing on easy mode. Way to go, John.
No, I'm playing smarter, not harder.
Not to mention, honestly, Litton just has the worst designs out of the 3.
You're worse.
What?
How do you not like Fire Wrestler?
I liked the first 2, like the original and the intermediate evolution, and then I saw the final one and I was like, why can't I have a cute kitten, Game Freak?
Because nothing's cute when it reaches its 3rd stage, except for Marina.
No, I would say some are still cute in a way. It's okay though, Catherine. You can still get a lowland Persian. Give me my goddamn enchilada.
Okay, wait. Where's
From
Pokeball
B.
I go? Because I got the Charizard thing.
It's in your menu. It's in your menu to the right.
And then to the right. Oh. Okay, thank you.
I don't know why that was funny. I just did.
It's fine.
I don't think I've heard how far you are, Ryan. In the game.
I just finished the first trial on the third island.
Oh, nice.
Once I don't want
One shot at the
honestly,
totem Pokemon with a Z move.
Well, yeah. By that point, you have a. You should have your one that your starter Z move, whichever one you choose for that last one, I guess.
So when you're talking about the animation being long for that, are we talking Final Fantasy VII long or?
No,
what?
No, it's not Knights of the Round long.
Well, nothing will ever be Knights of the Round long, so.
Sephiroth destroying all the planets plus Pluto long.
No, not just destroying all the planets. Destroying all the planets twice.
I can't remember. You know what? It's been so long since I've seen that animation.
Yeah, he will cast it at least twice, I believe.
Oh,
And-
yeah. How does he keep doing that?
I don't know. Stuffle is so cute. I'm glad I got one. Oh, I can go talk to the lady and get my money. Okay, I gotta do that.
Money.
They give you a lot
Completely
of money.
forgot the reason why you went for the damn thing
Wait,
in
what
the
money?
first place.
The money for catching the Stuffle. No, John, I wanted to have it on my main team. So that's why I was going for it in the first place. I was surprised it was that rare, because...
Stop biting me.
Well, it took me forever to find a Mimikyu. Once I reached the spot you can catch him at.
Oh, have you guys seen the Mimikyu rap?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I posted it.
Mickey?
Okay.
No, seeing that I was like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. Just to see, I think you brought it up the best, Ryan. I think it was you who said this, but figures that after all these attempts to recreate the love of Pikachu, it took this like haunted like
Anti-Pikachu.
anti-Pikachu to really catch everybody's interest.
Yeah. But, Mimikyu really, like, made me sad in a sense that I wanted to hug it.
Well, you
all
can.
happy
It just
though,
may
Amanda.
place a death curse on you.
It does.
Well, no, you can hug it. You just can't take the thing off.
yeah,
Yep,
take the thing
Don't
off.
take off the sheet. That's a kind
Yeah.
of bad idea.
So
What
we
was
will
it?
never find out what it looks like underneath there, right?
No, probably not, unless.
The what's it called? The song reminded me a lot of I Know Uta from Pikmin.
Yeah.
What do I want to? No, actually, I don't want to fight this guy because
Yay, 6 a.m.
It's 6 a.m.
No, I'm kidding.
So
Oh,
John,
boy,
we've
6
been
a.m.
going. We've been going for 2 hours. How long did you want to go?
Oh, we're gonna wrap it up pretty soon, actually.
Aw.
Okay.
That's fine. I've worked my way up to TM65.
Are you going in numerical order, John? Derek?
Yeah, because I'm gonna have a timestamps in the description. So if you're looking for just one, I want you to be able to easily just like, oh, I need this one. Click that timestamp. There you are.
Have you found all of them in game, or are you still looking?
Yes. No, I found all of them in game. I just need to go basically grab the bit of footage, say how you find them. Then I'm gonna have to read all this and match it up to the footage. Like once I get all the stuff written down, it won't be that hard. But going through and getting the proper clips is just a mind-numbing process.
I'm guessing you haven't bought all of them though, because that would be a lot of money.
No, I bought all of them. I told you, money is no issue once you do a certain thing.
Okay. All right. So
I gotta
at the
say,
very-
my only visual critique of Sun and Moon is that the texturing for the models is a bit bad.
yeah, you can, especially in some of the, you can kind of see pixels on faces.
Like when they do close-ups, you can count the pixels. It's like Nintendo DS, kind of bad. But again, I think you got to give and take, I guess, with how graphically intensive everything else is in this game. Hey, Taurus, how you doing, buddy?
I still am kind of peeved that you don't even have the option to turn on 3D. I mean,
well, it would probably tank even more so.
It would.
Hey, that's how you find missing. No, it fucks the game up so badly. Jesus.
Yeah, but the thing is that there are the system's called the goddamn Nintendo 3DS, so I'd like at least the option. You know, like and also this again, I'm nitpicking here. The game is still fantastic, but I really wish they went with real instruments in an orchestra for the soundtrack instead of the MIDIs again.
What they have here is
That's
not
what I'm
bad.
really hoping for. A lot of the complaints we're having, like these just minor things, really hope Stars like addresses all of this.
But it wouldn't have 3D probably.
No,
it won't have 3D,
but does it need it? Yeah, I don't give a shit about it either.
Okay, just saying, except for Ted.
Well, no, I think Ted cares about it if it's on the 3D. Like for I mean, I get what Ted's saying. I mean, if it's on something called the 3DS, where one of the original selling points for this console was three-dimensional gaming with no glasses, and then it just doesn't have periods. Like, oh, what the fuck, guys? But at the same time, I'm not gonna miss it when we just move everything to the Switch. But here's my question, because I didn't watch the Stars discussion video or anything like that. But how likely is this?
It's been confirmed. It's been talked about by a few different sources, but also just things you experience in the game makes it very likely there's going to be at least a third version. Who knows if it's going to be for the Switch, but there's definitely a third version coming.
Yeah,
because
we said the same thing about X and Y.
I was just about to bring that up myself. Like everyone was damn sure there was going to be a Z, and
especially when they announced those Zygarde forms, like around the time Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out. It was just like, yeah, this is definitely happening. And also, it's been a while since they've done a traditional third version too, because Black and White didn't have a third version. They instead had a sequel.
True. The last time was Platinum.
Exactly. But if they're going to do a third version, it makes sense to go back to the traditional third version for a Switch port.
I would.
God, a Pokemon console game, that's going to be nuts.
An actual Pokemon console.
Yeah.
If the less we
Coliseum
talk about
doesn't count, I guess.
No, it doesn't.
Coliseum has issues.
I liked it.
It's a Pokemon game, but it's not a Pokemon game. If you know
it's not a standard. Yeah.
It has like you know how much fun it is. Like in Pokemon Sun and Moon, where like there's so many Pokemon you can choose. It's like it's so hard to build a team that Pokemon Coliseum is the exact opposite of that. I think there's like maybe
it's so hard to build a team because I don't have any Pokemon to catch.
I think hold on, I need to look up the list again, but it's definitely like under 50 Pokemon that you get to choose from. Okay.
And Pokemon, like one of them, and some of them are just bad Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like you get what is it? Plusle. Someone gives you a Plusle. It's like,
well, I actually like Plusle a lot because I used him for my first Sapphire run and he kicks some serious ass. So okay, in Pokemon hold on, I can't tell if it's in I want the list to be separated by XD. Okay, so between the two games there's only 132 Pokemon. So that's less than Pokemon Gen 1 total.
And I'm pretty sure there were more Pokemon in XD because XD also allowed you to catch wild Pokemon in certain locations, if I understand correctly. I haven't played XD myself.
Yeah, there's okay, so there's
Hold on. I just want to say I really love Rotom Pokedex.
It's okay.
I mean, it's this game's excuse to give you like a wisecracking sidekick.
The features on it are fantastic. I could take or leave the personality. Not that I hate it. It's just okay.
Yeah, it's there.
It's just sort of there. It never offended me or anything like that, but it also didn't.
Kind of wish I could. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you turn off the blinking eyes. Stop staring at me.
I never focused on that, so it never bothered me.
Somebody's watching me.
I'm calling the cops. Oh.
Yeah, there's less than 60 available Pokemon in the original Pokemon Coliseum.
Didn't bother me.
And Well, there's also you can catch such fan favorites
Oh,
as
yeah, smile for me.
Blue.
You're a monster. You're an electric
Airphone.
mouse. Pose for me.
Don't
Oh, no!
spose.
Oh! Just keep. Yeah, you're on
Yeah,
fire,
no,
baby.
parts
Yeah.
in there.
Oh,
Yeah, what the hell is up?
there we go. Use a Poke
What?
Finder.
Oh,
What? What's going on?
he's using
can't-
Poke Finder.
I haven't even found another spot where you can use
I
it.
have
Oh no,
several.
they're everywhere. You just need to listen for a clicking noise, and it will only show up on the bottom screen.
Yeah.
So you gotta actually pay attention to that.
Wait, so how do I know when I can use the
Up.
Pokemon?
The purple icon will show up on the map.
Yeah, I found like 3 of them. This one, another one, and another one. I forgot where.
Look
well, I
at this. Look
haven't
at these
been paying
comments.
attention to that.
Fucking YouTube comments. Think you can get a bit closer? That's a Pokemon, right? Oh, I just want to slap that person.
You'll get a zoom option when you level it up to version 2.
Well, you get you keep getting zoom options until level 4, which I've reached, which takes 100,000 likes to reach level 4.
Is that
And then
Pikachu on a stump?
What?
You Instagram horse. Oh, you need to take a picture of your Pokemon's berry breakfast today, huh?
And then, well, then
You put
once
a filter on it.
I don't know because
Yeah.
so far the only upgrade you get is the zoom function. But once you get level 4, the requirement to reach level 5, whatever that extra function may be on this Poke Finder, takes 1.5 million likes.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Oh God.
Crap.
You gotta get fucking Markiplier levels of good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you
PewDiePie.
need it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to
No,
do your
Markiplier.
Okay, so we need to get that. We need to get that clickbait in here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Is the Poke Finder Sans from Undertale?
Racist Pokemon Generation 7?
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, we can do that right now.
Wait, what?
Research. I shall research the Pokemon. Okay.
I hear racists are all the rage right now.
Especially with the new,
That's
especially
not-
with the
that's
new
not good.
president on board.
Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah, cut it off there.
Rest in peace, Twitch chat.
Never forget it.
Never forget.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, all right.
Let's
let
do
me-
heroin with everyone.
Oh,
Okay, I don't get that one.
One of the options you can choose in one of the answer question things is heroin, as in a female hero.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So let's do heroin.
Heroin
with
with
everyone.
everybody.
no, it wasn't just a drug.
Derek, people in the chat
Oh.
are saying rate explain.
Yeah, right.
Oh God. That's all I need.
Is Mr. Game Explain actually?
Ness from Earthbound.
No, that's from Undertale.
That's from Earthbound.
Oh God.
Oh, man. Anyway.
Brionne is adorable, for the record.
Who? Oh,
Brionne.
Brionne. Yes, Brionne's amazing.
Easily my favorite out of the second forms.
No, not the same.
Well, I mean, I like all. I think that the Poplio line just has the best out of all of them,
Ah.
like in each generation. But you know, you guys, you people who didn't jump on the Poplio bandwagon until you saw Primarina don't deserve him. Okay, if you can't handle him when he's a clown seal, you don't deserve him when he's a mermaid ballerina. Okay.
I'm surprised
So
you
much
didn't like.
salt there, damn.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't like. I'm blanking on his name, Dartrix, and everybody's comparison to it being. I'm blanking on his name from Phoenix, right? Edgeworth. Yeah.
I don't know. He's a little
Edgeworth,
bit too
no.
pudgy. He's a little bit too pudgy to be Edgeworth. You know.
I don't think it really.
Oh, we're gonna find Team Skull.
We're getting there, yeah.
So why do you not like Team Skull, John?
I don't know, because, I mean, for the same reasons why people would like them, I just find them totally inconsequential.
Well, the teams are usually completely incompetent.
Not Rocket. You know, Rocket was, for all intents and purposes, Japanese Mafia. But
Like Rocket would be better if they. I don't really want.
the thing
them to
is
do-
that Rocket didn't have personality, but they had, you know, they backed it up. Well, for the most part. Well, Giovanni anyway, Giovanni. And starting with Gen 2, I think they had something going.
The problem with Gen 2 is they didn't really have a plan.
No.
Which I think was,
They
I
are.
think could have been. I think the fact that they didn't have a plan could have been interesting if they Well, I don't want them to remake the game again, but like, they're without a leader, so it makes sense that they're directionless. But unfortunately, it comes at the expense of there's no real.
I don't
force
know.
behind
I just don't know how I feel about a team of Eminem fanboys.
I will
Yo,
say,
what's up?
there is a moment, like, and you're getting
This
closer to
one's
that
not with
moment.
Ilma. He's just like discarding them, like whatever.
Once you reach the end of Island 3, I think your tone may change a little bit.
Oh yeah, because I haven't even met Guizma, however you say his name, or the
Guzma,
woman.
yeah,
Guzma, or I forget the woman's name.
Plumeria.
Plumeria, and I'm at the end of the. I'm almost at the third trial on the second island, so you know I'm getting pretty close.
Yeah,
to...
it's actually kind of surprising that Gladion was the first one you met of the Team Skull higher ups. But yeah, I'm curious what you'll think once you reach the end of Island 3, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go back to my main file after we wrap up for tonight. Speaking of, we're ending it after we finish this Team Skull member.
Yeah, I figured that's what we were gonna know.
So we'll take a few minutes just to get everything situated, and then we'll hand out a digital copy to the lucky winner.
Can I
the
have a
UBS
digital
giveaway.
copy, Sean?
You already
No.
have the game.
Yeah, you already
Yeah,
have it.
but I want to.
I want more.
I want more.
Ah, sweet. I can. Oh, you can buy adrenaline orbs. Interesting. Okay, but okay, super repels. Buying plenty of that shit. 40 super repels. There we go. Yeah.
I think that's a little. I think that's a little excessive, but okay.
No, never.
No, never did.
There was the seaweed cave where you run into basically nothing but Zubats. Never
Oh,
again.
Seaward Cave is the only place I felt like I needed.
You know, hold on.
Gotta
Ted,
buy that shit wholesale.
Hold on, Ted. That just reminded me of something that was really funny in my Nuzlocke run with Y. I ran into a Zubat cave, and I was like, "Gee, I wonder what I'm gonna run into." A horde of Axus.
Yes.
A horde of what?
Axu.
Oh yeah, Axus. Sorry, I misheard you. Those
Yeah.
are the dragon type Pokemon.
Yeah, but I ran
five.
into a horde of them instead of Zubats. I was just, what?
That's probably like a 5% or 1% encounter too.
Ooh, I ran into a
Can. No, I'm kidding.
Oh what?
Sceptile.
Amanda! Come
Information
on.
that Ted's luck is crap.
It only took a couple tries.
Ted, you have to get a shiny by Sun and Moon.
I got one.
I just
You got
got
a shiny Banette.
No, I
No,
caught like 2 months ago.
my
I
luck
did-
is worse than Ted's because I've still have yet to catch a shiny.
Yeah, I've got 2. I got Banette and a Donphan. That's 2.
The Donphan
And
was
I
one of your
caught it.
first, right?
Yeah, it was my first. It was way back in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I
Yeah.
was actually not looking for Donphans. I was looking for Rapidashes to EXP grind in Mount Silver. So, yeah, because I think at the very least in Gen 2, Gold, Silver, Crystal, Rapidashes were the best EXPs in the game. I don't know if in Gen 4 there's anything in Heart Gold, Soul Silver,
Actually,
Johto, there's anything better, but yeah.
I'm tempted to name Stuffle Ted. Oh wait, it's a girl. Never mind.
Well, no, wouldn't the obvious one
never
be?
stopped John.
What did the? Well, no.
That's John.
Well, no.
It's Johnny. I'm Amanda.
Well, no. Ted Ufit was just sort of out of nowhere. But like, if we're gonna be like, for it to make sense, I get Gen 2. What was the name of the bear?
Ursa Ring or Teddy Ursa?
Teddy Ursa. There you go. Because it just does the work for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
I can name it Catherine.
But that's the.
Oh, now you're just kissing ass.
What?
I love Stuffle though.
Yeah,
So
she loves
cute.
Stuffle. I'm just honoring it. Damn.
The one and only. Do you fight, Derek? Do you fight the other captains? Because I didn't fight either the fire guy or Lana. In.
I consider that a spoiler if you do or not, so I'm not going to stay.
Oh, that means they do. Okay.
Not necessarily, but I just don't want to say one way or the other.
Okay, I named it Catherine.
Yay!
There you go.
There is a Stuffle named after me. I'm happy.
You're welcome.
You
Was
can
it
see
with
who
the
your
Q?
true friend is.
Oh shit! No, damn it! Now it's technically named after my aunt. I'll change it later.
No worries.
You're almost at the name raider anyway, or you might have even passed it.
No, I passed him. I remember.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, motherfucker did 2 Leers and still only did that much damage to me. Wow, you're sad.
What?
It's almost like they suck.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He uses a fucking goddamn potion on this Pokemon. No, only I could do that. Fucking cheater.
As a lot of people have noted, it is interesting how this gen is generally the new Pokemon are pretty slow.
In terms of speed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're laid back in the Hawaiian island. They got no reason to fear or complain. Just take it easy.
Yep.
I mean, although the Raichu, I love Raichu one way or the other. It's still a fucking floating psychic potato.
Like, oh yeah, boy.
Where'd you get that nice background, John? The
Sun and Moon. I just typed in Pokemon Sun and Moon background. Google image.
So does
I have the same one.
so without the does the picture you have not have the starters on it? Not the starters, the box legendaries on it. Is it just the
It's just
purple
it's just the purple
Yeah.
and red background.
Yeah,
Oh,
I use
cool.
that background all the time. It's quite handy.
One more potion for the rabbits.
Oh, great info from the chat. When someone grows up, they want to be a potato.
No!
Insert I want to be a blitzball when I grow up reference here.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Sorry.
It's up to you, Obama.
God. I must be lagged behind again because I still see Owliver.
Yeah, we all do. Oh no, John, he's dead. You can't use him ever again.
No, yeah.
Not Nuzlocke.
Nuzlocke.
Shut up,
Yeah,
Ted.
it's Nuzlocke.
Would you? You've already said you're not unsure about ever doing a Nuzlocke, Johnny. You think it would?
I don't know. If I were ever
Think
to
about
do
the
one.
views. Think about the views.
No, well,
No. Think about the pain.
I don't know about the idea. You know, the thing about Nuzlocke is that just the one thing that turns me off from a Nuzlocke is just all the goddamn grinding, just so that you don't risk losing your team.
That's why I want to do it in Gen 6 or 7 because experience share. Because it's
Don't
not.
you have to turn it off though for that?
No, you can.
No.
It's basically
an op-
everything about Nuzlocke is self-inflicted. Well,
Look up a Bulbapedia. That's what I did.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, you
Chat's
don't-
got it. Thanks, Obama. Save
don't
the day.
even. Basically, when you're playing Nuzlocke, it's basically you're adding extra rules anyway, so you can add or detract as many rules as you want. Like there are some really kind of bizarre Nuzlockes, like you can't use any potions, you can't use any Pokemon centers, which I don't even know how you do of no Pokemon.
Yeah, really.
You can't even look at the screen.
I decided to make. I got a little cocky with my Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke because I did pretty well. So I decided like, oh, we'll make it a little bit harder for Gen 2, and I decided like I limited myself to just one healing item per battle, whether it's just one potion or if I have to like do a paralyze heal, that's it. And Jesus, that got me into trouble so many times.
Oof.
Yeah,
Like,
so
it's significantly harder because of that rule.
like some people have it so that you can't use healing items at all. If you get hurt and you need to heal, you have to go back to the Pokemon Center. No Pokemon Center runs confuse me the most though, because like when you get later in the game, how do you even restore PP? I don't know.
Yeah, so you got to know where all the ethers are on the floor.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
All right.
Alright.
So, just to refresh, just to give you guys an idea, we're giving away a digital copy of Pokemon Sun or Moon. You're choosing, depending if you win. With a Twitter account using the hashtag BS giveaway. We will select one random winner and give you a digital copy of Sun and Moon. And it has to be digital. It's not physical. I ain't paying for shipping. Make room for your SD card. Actually, Sun and Moon's pretty big.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
they
is
are.
pretty big.
It took a while to download for me, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So we'll give it about 5 minutes. Then I will select a random person using that hashtag. Best of luck to anybody.
Yep.
When I pick a winner, I will DM you. I'll give you the code and all that. And hope you enjoy your copy of Sun and or Moon.
So now what?
Now,
Elliot just.
final thoughts. Elliot, you're not eligible.
No, I was gonna say Elliot just turned level 28. My what's it called?
Catherine, tweet with hashtag BS giveaway, and then you can get a copy.
None of you are eligible.
No. No, I was talking to Elliot, my Chora cat, not your brother.
Well, you know what? I'll go first because I say so. Obviously, I'm not very far into the game. I'm only on the second island, but it's been a lot of fun. I'm definitely more invigorated playing this, and am having more fun than, at the very least, Gen 6. Not that Gen 6 was bad by any means. It was just very standard. I'm having a good time with this. I'm not sure if it'll end up being one of my favorite gens, but I love the Pokemon variety. I love a lot of the convenient stuff. My issues are relatively minor and nitpicky. So yeah, it's a good game. You should play it.
Yes.
Ryan?
I really
Ryan's here.
enjoyed... Shut up.
Mean. Bad, Ted. Bad.
Ryan's actually playing the game and doing well.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's a nice change of pace compared to the more standard stuff as far as the setup goes. I would have liked a bit more new Pokemon and more variety with the new Pokemon. I feel there's a bit overdone in a few types for the new Pokemon. But there's good variety if you don't mind using old ones.
Yeah, I feel there is, to an extent, a stronger emphasis on previous generations, especially Kanto, because they shout out Kanto everywhere in this game. Because I think there's a lot of nostalgia. I mean, at some point there's callbacks and there's kind of pandering. I think Sun and Moon is kind of guilty of that. But you know, I have been playing Pokemon since Gen 1. So I welcome it, but at the same time, it's kind of distracting here and there because, you know, there are just as many Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5 fans, Gen 6, as there are.
I think it might just be because it's the 20th anniversary and they want to call back to the beginning. But
yes. Which is, it's understandable. You know, games do that all the time. Just whether or not you can control how much you pander to the previous generation, I think, is what makes it the difference between an anniversary game or just a nostalgia cash grab. That said, I enjoy Sun and Moon. I'm only halfway through Island 3. Well, only 18 hours into the game. And I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I think, again, thanks to Gen 6 and introducing the new type of experience share where things just go so much faster. You don't have to stop and beat up Aldinos for 3 hours just to get your one Pokemon.
60.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting at. I think the variety is good, about as good as Black and White 2. One of the reasons why I love that game so much.
2 as in the number or 2 as in T-O?
Black and White. Shut up. You know what I mean. God damn it. I am enjoying this, so I would recommend Sun and Moon. Especially if you haven't been playing Pokemon at all. I think this is a good one to jump into, especially with the removal of HMs. Oof.
Oh, thank God.
Finally.
Completely?
Yeah, you get ride Pokemon instead.
Yeah,
They're so much better.
So you don't have to waste an entire slot for an HM slave or keep moves that you don't like on Pokemon that you actually want to use. So, thank Christ is all I got to say to that.
That is fun, yeah.
Yeah. And, well, I guess, Amanda, what do you think?
I honestly love it. That, you know, it's very difficult than the previous games, I will say that. And, which I like. You know, I mean, it's for once like, okay, they're not screwing around here. They mean business. They will fuck your shit up. There are a few things I wish they did not change, which was I missed the walking right into doors and not just the A button or the use the select button
Knocking.
to like no. What?
Knocking on doors.
Hero doesn't need to knock.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Go on. No, I missed the select button, you know, to bring up key items and such like that. But you know, it's like
well, you don't. Well, the thing is that you don't really need to register any items. Oh, Amanda, you might not know this, but you can set a shortcut with the ride Pokemon to the D-pad, so you don't have to
I know that.
And but other than that though, the only items I ever heard of anybody registering were the bike and the fishing rod. The fishing rod you can just pull out with the A button. You don't have to go into the menu and use it anymore. Yeah. And you can jump right onto the ride Pokemon. So it doesn't really seem to be an issue that you can't register anything anymore because they have other systems in play for what you used to favorite items for. Anyway. Yeah.
But I also especially love the animations too. Even if some people claim that it's a little bit mocap, I don't really care. You know, when did
they claim when did they claim? I don't see mocap.
No, me neither. But I heard it from somebody that it was possibly mocap, and apparently it was noticeable with Team Skull. I don't know.
Oh no, well I don't mind it. For Team Skull's supposed to look ridiculous, so I don't mind it.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm enjoying the ride so far, and you know, so far I'm just repeating myself. Basically, I love the game. Okay.
That's fine. Derek, you have the game explained review. Do you just want to?
Yeah, I mean the thing is, I mean I've already fully reviewed this game, but that was pretty much like I beat the game and I didn't get too much to the post game or anything like that. I just because I was basically running out of time. I marathon this game like crazy, which you know can kind of be a detriment to your enjoyment in certain games, and I always try to separate that, but I didn't really need to with Sun and Moon. It was a pure joy to play the entire time, and I am willing to say that this is my new favorite generation. Gen 5 was it before, and Gen 2 before that, and I think this does a very good job of updating everything. It has a interesting story. It has actual freaking characters and character arcs, and I love that kind of stuff in this. And the gameplay itself is just fun to play. Now, it does have issues. There's the slowdown problem because this game is pushing the 3DS, and the slowdown can be a problem. But I never found that to be a detriment for me. And I think this game does stuff that's so well that I just love it completely and highly recommend it. And even if we do get a Stars version and it fixes a lot of this stuff, even more so, this will be my favorite gen because it just takes what I already like and make it even just better.
No spoilers. How good is the post game? Would you say? How extensive? Because that was one of the biggest issues with 6 was. Excuse me. There was practically nothing to do after you beat the story.
You have the battle tree. The Ultra Beasts are part of the post game.
Oh, okay.
In their more major thing, the Ultra Beasts have a place in the story, but you're mainly dealing with them in the post game. Okay. I don't find that that's not a spoiler. I don't believe.
Okay.
Because that's when you'd be dealing with them. So that's its own sort of quest, the same sort of thing with the battle tree, which is just your typical type of thing for that. And then, honestly, I highly recommend just going around the city once you complete the game and talking to people, because you'll find various events that sort of give you an idea of what certain characters are doing post-game.
Like the named characters? Because one thing that I just saw before we started was like I was talking to people just in the ranch, and then there was a small side event where they're talking about how this Tauros was so rowdy, and they made it like a little event with the trainer battle where you kind of calmed it down. And I thought that was really sweet and cool. So is it stuff like that or stuff involving the main characters? A little bit of both, but mainly the main characters and the named characters. So you'll get a little bit of an idea of what they are. Like, again, it just in a small example like that, I love how you can find the houses of the different trial captains and explore their rooms, and you still get it. That gives you smell their bed really creepily.
Exactly, and it gives you sort of a small sense of what they're about. It's creepy, but it does add that sort of personality to them in a strange way. And I will say, beyond that, though, the post game, there isn't that much to the post game, but I think the main game is robust enough that I didn't mind it too much. It is a bit of an issue, but there's hints. Like, again, I don't think this is a spoiler to say at all, but you know that in Howley City, there's that sort of open area with Machamps, and they're like, the guy next to is like, I wonder what they're building here.
Oh, they actually finished that goddamn building?
No. They don't. That's what to me is a clue to a third version coming, and I think that that
that
third
might
version
be-
will probably have a more extensive post game than this
Well,
one.
I thought that was a reference to Gen 1 and also Gen 2, where in Verilion City, they've got the guy who's got the Machamp clearing space for the building, and even in Gen 2, they never finished. So I thought that was, I thought it was a reference to that.
It could be, but I don't know. I definitely feel like there is a third version coming, whether it's on 3DS or Switch. I have no idea. Rumors seem to suggest Switch, but we'll see. But I even just on its own with that third version coming, I still think Sun and Moon itself is worth playing.
Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty then.
Catherine doesn't have the game, so she doesn't get a say.
Doing one last
sounds like-
refresh
I
here,
mean,
and I'm gonna pick a winner. Catherine, did you just say anything already?
yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, I haven't gotten the game yet, and I don't know when I will, to be honest, because I'm playing a lot of other games. But I'm really happy to see it's been so well received, and it seems like Game Freak has really gotten the formula. Well, they've changed the formula, but in a really positive way. It sounds like so. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Who
think
wins?
I have a winner here.
Ooh.
Drum roll.
I guess I got a mechanical keyboard here. There we go. Alright, so the winner of the Pokemon Sun and Moon BS giveaway, I have chosen you. Spider Spooky 13. Jose. At Spider Spooky 13. I've chosen you to get wiped out by Totem Pokemon. I will DM you right now. You are the next contestant of the Price is Right.
I thought you were gonna say they were the next tribute in the Hunger Games.
Surprise, we're killing you instead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Again, that's Spider Spooky 13. You are the winner of the Pokemon Sun and Moon digital giveaway, and I want to thank everybody. A lot of people that entered here. I was tempted to pick one of these. I won't say it, but I was one immediately popped up, and I was like, tempted, but that'd be for the wrong reasons. Yeah, a lot of people that entered this hashtag. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm glad I decided to do this at the last minute and not making a plan. Thinking that's how we do here in BrainScratch Commentaries. We don't plan shit. Just go with the flow. And that's all fine and dandy. Anyway. Yeah. Thanks again, folks, for tuning in to our Pokemon Sun and Moon live stream. If we want to make this a playthrough later down the road, we can always discuss that if everybody has got the time to just meet up like this and just bullshit our way to endgame. I wouldn't mind doing that, but I'd have to see how the schedule's like for later down the road. But thanks again to everyone who joined us today, everyone that's on this call, everyone that's in the chat. I appreciate you guys all just hanging down there, and I had a good time. And I hope you guys had a good time as well. And again, get Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's a pretty damn good game.
Yeah, I'm liking it a lot.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Toodaloo until next time with Generation 8. No, I'm kidding.
That might be. I have a feeling it might be.
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
Have a good night, everybody.
Later.
Bye.